Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you live to the Ralph Engelstead Arena here in Thief River Falls. A champion will be crowned in Section 8A boys basketball tonight. Will it be the Stephen-Argyle Storm, who are back here for the first time since 2017, or will it be the defending section champions in the Red Lake County Rebels? Hello once again, everyone. I'm Dawson Peterson, bringing you tonight's game coverage on 96.7 FM KKCQ, online at rjbroadcasting.com and on the R&J radio app. We're also on yourliveevent.com and Garden Valley TV. We welcome you inside the pregame show tonight, as it's being brought to you by Solely Realty of Fosston and Bitker Inc. Well, let's take a look at these two teams. Red Lake County 27-3, the number 2 seed in the West subsection, beating the Northern Freeze in a wire-to-wire win in the semifinals, 73-39. They had 3 guys in double figures, including Connor Duden with 19, Ben Gullingsrud, who had 16, and Will Giesecke notched a double-double with 12 and 10. They take on the Stephen-Argyle Storm here in the section championship, where they're 2-1 versus the Storm this year. Their one loss coming in the conference championship, 71-47 back in late February. For the Stephen-Argyle Storm, they beat Fertile Beltrami in a semifinal game that seemed to be a little shaky. 53-49 was the final score, and that was a gritty black and blue style of game for the Storm as they were able to emerge victorious. They went down by almost 4 or 5 points in the second half. Fertile Beltrami made a surge, but the Storm, they never blinked as they would come out with the win and get back to the section semifinals for the first time in 9 years. Inside the pregame show tonight, we'll have your pregame coaches interviews, a conversation with both head coaches coming up shortly. We'll talk keys to the game, take a look at some other championship games from some other sections going on around the area tonight, and then we'll be just about ready to go for the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. It's the Section 8A Boys Basketball Championship from Ralph Engelstead Arena here in Thief River Falls. The Red Lake County Rebels and the Stephen-Argyle Storm getting ready to do battle here on KKCQ, yourliveevent.com, and Garden Valley TV.
If you're thinking about updating your bathroom or kitchen, don't wait until the last minute. Planning is key. At Ada Building Center LLC on Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, you can check out the brand new displays with the latest in cabinets, countertops, and floor coverings. The Ada Building Center LLC team will guide you through designs and help you secure trusted contractors for the job. Stop today and start planning your remodel. 218-784-3661 or visit adabuildingcenter.com. Ada Building Center, your project starts here.
Kyle Larson here for Franson Bank and Trust. We are a Farmer Mac approved lender that can offer operating lines of credit, land, equipment, and facility financing. Our lending experts understand the farm economy and climate in and around the Ada area. With a fast underwriting process and local decision making, you can save time on all farming and ag-related inquiries. Contact our Ada office today to learn more. Franson Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
At Life Care Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, Life Care is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose Life Care Medical Center.
And welcoming our viewers back on your live event and Garden Valley TV. This is the pregame show from Solely Realty, leading the way for real estate in Northwest Minnesota since 1968. Also brought to you by Bitker Inc. Call Bitker Inc. at 456-SHOP. That's 218-456-7467. Let's get into your pregame coaches interviews, brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank in Red Lake Falls and also River's Edge Insurance Agency of Hallstead, as we sat down with longtime head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels, Coach Steve Fillion. Coach Steve Fillion of the Red Lake County Rebels joining us on the pregame show tonight. And Steve, back-to-back years now in the section championship. Congratulations once again this year. And your semifinal game against the Northern Freeze, it turns into a double-digit game, but the Freeze, they're tough. They're going to have a good year next year, too.
Oh, yeah, they're full of juniors. I think they have 14 juniors. That might be a little bit too many, but yeah, they're going to be the team to beat next year, I got a feeling. And I mean, there's other teams that have no seniors that are going to be really tough, and next year will be good again. But this year, this two teams tonight are full of seniors, so we'll see what happens.
Stephen-Argyle Storm, you guys are ultra familiar with them, playing them 3 times in the regular season, conference championship game. And I asked Coach Setterholm the same thing. What do you feel like the turning point was in those 3 games? Because they all ended up being double-digit games.
It's hard to say. I mean, the first one, I think we held them down pretty good. They scored 42 or 43, whatever it was. And the second time, they were really cold and scored only 34. And the third time around, we had a rough game the night before with Fertile, and we were kind of beat up and a little sick. But I'm not trying to make excuses. Stephen-Argyle really played well. And first half, they hit 8 for 13 on threes on us. So, they got a big lead right away, and it just kind of stayed there the whole game.
And that semifinal game for the Storm was kind of an odd one, low scoring with Fertile Beltrami. Was there anything that stood out to you to take advantage of?
Well, I'm not going to talk about that, I guess, but there's some things we saw that, we can probably do with those guys. I mean, both teams played good defense the other night. It wasn't like it was a low scoring because of cold shooting, which it was because the defenses were good. But, I mean, there's stuff, Stephen-Argyle has an advantage over us, and there's stuff where we have an advantage over them. So hopefully it goes good tonight for us.
And you guys have one of the best, man-to-man defenses around, kind of up and down your lineup. No matter who you insert, you guys are getting after teams. So what is the key to a good, successful man-to-man defense?
Well, it's got to be a team defense. I mean, it's not elementary basketball where this is my man and that's it. I mean, and you know that, Dawson. You played, if your man doesn't have the ball, you got to get where you need to be on the help side or in the gap or wherever it is. But we're not very big. I mean, we got some guys on the bench that have some size, so next year we'll be pretty big, I think. But we played a lot of guards, pretty much all guards, and, they've got to play aggressive defense or we could be in trouble.
And for the Storm tonight, inserting Widner into the starting lineup and taking out Jake Carlson, who's 6'11", trying to match up with your guys' speed. So when you see that, what are your adjustments?
Well, in the conference championship game, the big guy didn't play. He had a broken nose. So, I mean, they played pretty well without him, of course. And they go a little quicker with the smaller lineup and, probably a little better shooting lineup with Widner in there.
How does that affect your man-to-man when the big guy is in there?
We do pretty much the same thing. Doesn't matter. I mean, we've got to try to pressure the guards outside so they can't make an easy pass to the post. And if it does go to the post, you try to help, but you can't leave the good shooters. So it doesn't matter who we're playing. I mean, if you look at last year, Dawson Boyd had 2 D1 or D2 type players out there, and they're both 6'8", 6'7", and we defended them pretty well. It's just that they, hit shots when we were right in their face. But same thing here. I mean, they got some big kids that can go inside. They got some kids that drive to the hoop, and they got 3-point shooters. So they pretty much have it all. A couple guys off the bench that are good. So they're a good, solid team.
Well, sounds good, Steve. Thanks for the time. No matter the result, congratulations on the year, and good luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Dawson. Appreciate it.
And that was head coach Steve Fillion of the Red Lake County Rebels joining us on the pregame show with your pregame coaches interviews, brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank in Red Lake Falls. Enjoy competitive CD rates, affordable safe deposit boxes, and the convenience of online and mobile banking with local decision-making and true hometown service at Dakota Heritage Bank of Red Lake Falls. Also being brought to you by River's Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. This is the pregame show from Solely Realty and Bidker Inc. as we get you ready for the Section 8A Boys Basketball Championship. It's the Red Lake County Rebels and the Stephen-Argyle Storm, and the pregame show continues after this on KKCQ, your live event, and Garden Valley TV.
So many things make Warroad special. The community involvement, the number of activities that either as adults or for our children are really endless.
Being able to know who my kids are hanging out with, who are their parents, how can we make sure that everybody is keeping each other safe? It takes a village from that side.
It really is a small town, but has a huge heart. Come join us in Warroad.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
This is Drew Ness, your local ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. Over my nearly 2-decade career, I've prided myself on being a relationship lender, listening to my customers, and providing custom-tailored solutions based on their financial goals. With true local decision-making done right here in the Red River Valley, you can be sure American Federal Bank will be with you every step of the way. Call 784-7121 or stop by the office and visit with me, Drew Ness, your local experienced ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. Member FDIC.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Welcome back to the Bidker Inc. pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com. Welcome back to our radio listeners on KKCQ 96.7 on the FM dial, and also our viewers on Garden Valley TV. We continue your pregame coaches interviews, brought to you by River's Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead and Dakota Heritage Bank of Red Lake Falls. Here's head coach Reese Setterholm of the Stephen-Argyle Storm. Coach Reese Setterholm of the Stephen-Argyle Storm joining us on the pregame show here tonight. And Coach, congratulations, section championship night against the Red Lake County Rebels tonight. You beat Fertile Beltrami in a black and blue style of game in the semifinals, and man, you start 5 seniors in a game like that. Man, experience sure came in handy.
Yeah, it did. Like I've said many times, this group has been together for a long time, and now they're finally seniors, and it was a goal since they've been little, and it's a goal that we set on the table or on the board early on in the first practice. Basically, is this is the game you want to get to and compete for, and they accomplished that goal. But we got one more job to do, so we just got to finish that off. And but I could be proud of the guys, the team. These seniors have just been nothing but great leaders, kind of for many years for us. So it's finally their last chance, or maybe not finally, but it's their last go at it, and I think they're excited to go. So moods are good and excitement's there, and should be a fun night.
Tell us about the moments leading up to arriving at the arena tonight. Are the guys pretty loose, or is the bus quiet with headphones on? Or
yeah, I think the headphones are on, and I'm driving, and so, it was we had a couple hours late at school this morning, so maybe they got a little extra sleep in this morning, but get on the court here and shoot around now, so that'll kind of loosen guys up. But from what they say, I mean, they're ready to go. They're excited about this opportunity, so it should be a lot of fun.
Another great thing about especially Class A basketball is the community support behind you. How's that been for Stephen-Argyle?
Yeah, and I just said on the last interview that like our communities are so great. They're both Stephen-Argyle and even the surrounding communities. I've got many text messages from a lot of people and emails and stuff. So just well wishes and best of luck type of messages, and so we appreciate all that. We hear all that, and it'd be nice for me to say face to face to them, thank you, but we do appreciate it. It's a lot of support and a lot of pride in both communities, and hopefully we can put on a good show tonight.
Matched up against Red Lake County, a team you guys are very familiar with, played them 3 times in the regular season, once in that conference championship game, and each game was quote-unquote a blowout and all 3 appearances, twice for them, once for you guys. So what are the turning points that you saw in those games?
Well, it was a couple of those early games. That was a long time ago, so that was I feel we're a totally different team from then as we are now. We got some guys that are shooting the ball much better, but I think just confidence throughout the season has been growing, and they're going to be a tough team. We know that, and no matter how we match up, it's going to be a battle. And those first 2 were their nights, and the last one was ours. And hopefully we can get one more to tie up the series.
Switching up the starting lineups a little bit tonight, inserting Dylan Widner and Jake Carlson not in the starting lineup tonight. What's the thought behind that?
Well, Dylan, he brings a different element to where we're a little, maybe just a faster team. But Jake means a lot to us too, because he can come in there with some size, and you can't teach a 6'10 or 6'11, and so he's going to have his chances to get in there and cause some problems as well. But right out the gates, I think we match up a little bit better defensively with Dylan in there, and Dylan's been shooting the ball phenomenal lately. So we were just going to change that and see how it goes, and that's how we started the last game when we played them, and we'll try that route again. And like I said, we can match up with teams a lot of different ways with some of our size and some of our guards for speed-wise. So if one's not working, we can change to how we play, and that's been kind of a great thing. Just I feel it's tough for teams to guard us just because we can throw a few different things at them, and makes it fun.
Well, sounds good, Coach. Thanks for the time. No matter the result, congratulations on the year, and good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Should be a fun night, and yeah, hopefully we can get this one more. I've said we still have a job to do, so get this shoot around done with and get ready to roll.
All right. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And that was head coach Reese Setterholm of the Stephen-Argyle Storm joining us on the pregame show, and your pregame coaches interviews from Dakota Heritage Bank in Red Lake Falls, and also Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. Lori, Emily, and the team at Rivers Edge Insurance can help coach you and your family for your insurance needs. This is the pregame show from Solely Realty of Fosston and Bitker Inc. And this is coverage of the Section 8A Boys Basketball Championship from Ralph Engelstad Arena in Thief River Falls. The Red Lake County Rebels defending their section title, taking on the Stephen-Argyle Storm. The pregame show continues after this on KKCQ, your live event in Garden Valley TV.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
you need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Live in comfort and community at Benedictine Mission Coordinator. Seniors can enjoy the ease of 1 or 2 bedroom apartments, now available at a new low price. Each apartment features a full kitchen and bath, washer, dryer, along with utilities included, and a daily continental breakfast. Stay connected with social activities and worship services. Plus, there's convenient transportation and indoor access to therapy services and the Essentia Health Clinic. To learn more or schedule a tour, call 218-521-0161 for Benedictine Mission Coordinator.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Nearly 1 million Minnesotans trust Minnesota Mutual Insurance to protect their homes, farms, and personal property. Bray Gently Mutual Insurance was founded in 1900 right here in Northwest Minnesota. We've been proudly serving Polk, Pennington, Red Lake, Marshall, Beltrami, Roseau, and surrounding communities ever since. Bray Gently Mutual Insurance in Thief River Falls, specializing in farm and residential insurance protection. Call 218-683-3200 or visit braygently.com.
Here on YourLiveEvent.com, Garden Valley TV, 96.7 FM, KKCQ, and also online at rjbroadcasting.com. This is the pregame show from Bitker Inc. and Solely Realty of Fosston as the Red Lake County Rebels just took the floor, emerging from the locker room with less than 5 minutes to go here in the pregame. And the Stephen-Argyle Storm back in the locker room getting some final words of wisdom from Coach Reese Setterholm. Let's talk keys to the game for both of these two teams as we start with Red Lake County first. And defensively for the Rebels, they're as good of a man-to-man defensive team as anybody, if not the best in the section. They are going to get after Stephen-Argyle no matter where they're at on the floor. You don't see the Rebels play too much in the full court. It's as soon as you cross that half-court line, the Rebels are going to get right up into your chest, and they're going to force you to make some decisions. So I think defensively it all starts for Red Lake County if they can force turnovers, and then scoring off of turnovers too will be their big key to the game. And then for the Stephen-Argyle Storm, handling that pressure from Red Lake County. They did a pretty good job against Fertile Beltrami in the semifinal game, but against Red Lake County the pressure is a little different. 1 through 5, they're going to be right up in your grill for the entire offensive possession. 3.5 minutes to go here in the pregame show as we take a look at how these two teams got here with our little bracketology action on YourLiveEvent.com. It was the Red Lake County Rebels beat the Winnie-Mac Patriots in the quarterfinals. They advanced to the semis to take on the Northern Freeze, who are loaded with juniors. 14 juniors on the roster for the Freeze. They're going to be a great squad next year. They're always a tough team down the stretch, but Red Lake County would end up beating the Freeze. The final score in that one amounted to double digits, was 73-39 as the Rebels pulled away, punching their ticket back to the section championship. For the Stephen-Argyle Storm, at back-to-back games against Clearbrook-Gonvick, the Bears gave the Storm a little bit of trouble. They played hard, and the Storm were able to pull away in the last couple minutes. And then the Storm played a tight one against Fertile Beltrami in the semifinals. It was 53-49. Fertile Beltrami, as a matter of fact, they even took the lead late in that game, or at least at one point in the second half. But the Storm, senior heavy, they start 5 seniors, and they even inserted Dylan Widner into the starting lineup tonight for Jake Carlson. Both of those guys are seniors, so all 5 seniors starting for the Stephen-Argyle Storm, and that was a big reason for their victory over Fertile Beltrami. A look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by T&B Auto Sales of Bagley. Looking at that score in Section 6A in the championship from Concordia College in Moorhead between the Henning Hornets and the Park Christian Falcons. The score right now in that game, 46-40. The Hornets leading Park Christian with 12.5 to go in the second half. They'll have coverage of the 8AA game later on from Concordia College on Your Live Event, and also on 106.5 FM KRJB at Staples Motley, taking on, would be Perham in the 8AA championship game. As that's a look at the out-of-town scoreboard from T&B Auto Sales of Bagley. On the lot, a 2019 Ram 1500 Classic regular cab, 83,000 miles, $19,995 is the sale price at T&B Auto Sales of Bagley, your local used car and truck dealer, here to make the car buying process simple, straightforward, and hassle-free. This is the pregame show from Solely Realty of Fosston, leading the way for real estate in Northwest Minnesota since 1968, and also brought to you by Bitker Inc. Call Bitker Inc. 456-SHOP. That's 218-456-7467. We are just about set to go for the championship tonight. Your starting lineups are on the way next. We're going to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. It'll be the starting lineups and then the opening tip-off. It's the Red Lake County Rebels and the Stephen-Argyle Storm for the Section 8A Boys Basketball Championship on KKCQ, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley TV. Power up your winter projects with Escalade Electric. Serving Red Lake County and beyond, we're your trusted partner for lighting retrofits, panel upgrades, agricultural improvements, and new construction. Need an estimate for a future project? We've got you covered. From barns to businesses, homes to heavy-duty operations, Escalade Electric delivers quality work you can count on. Don't wait. Get your project done right. Call Escalade Electric today and keep your power flowing strong this winter. Escalade Electric. Your power, our priority.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Dakota Heritage Bank is your dedicated hometown bank that is here to serve all of your banking needs. Hometown banking means that we bring you the strengths and the personal service which no other form of banking can bring you. Our strengths and service are based on our total involvement in serving you and the communities where we live and work. Dakota Heritage Bank offers ownership, leadership, and service that are local. We bring the personal touch to banking because our only concern is what is best for our community and our people. Stop by and visit us today. We look forward to serving you. Member FDIC.
I'm Dan Sukert, your Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why my Edward Jones office is a proud sponsor of Park Christian Falcons basketball. Call 701-281-5264 for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
And welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com and Garden Valley TV. It's the Section 8A Boys Basketball Championship this evening. The Red Lake County Rebels, the defending section champions from a year ago, finished in third place at the state Class A Boys Basketball Tournament. They're taking on the Stephen-Argyle Storm, who have not been in the section championship since 2017. Let's take a look at your starting lineups, brought to you by Hugo's Family Marketplace and West Main Pizza in the Rail District in Dilworth. Here are the starters for the Stephen-Argyle Storm. Senior number 1, Anders Thompson. Senior number 2, Raiden Winarovich. Senior number 10 is Shea Setterholm. Senior number 15, Dylan Widner, inserted for Jake Carlson from Wednesday night. And rounding out the starting lineup, senior number 22 is Caden Paniak. The head coach for the Storm is Reese Setterholm in his 4th season. He's assisted by Ryan Kazmierczak, Ryan Anderson, and Hunter Utrinka. Starting 5 now for your defending section champs in the Red Lake County Rebels. They go like this. Senior number 0, Ethan Johnson. Senior number 12 is Will Giesecke, who's seemed like hanging his hat on the defensive end of the floor, has played really well. A sophomore, number 15, Ben Gullingsrud, who had 4 triples in the semifinal. Senior number 23, Nick Suki, speaking of hot shooting, broke the school record in threes in a game against Winnimac in the quarterfinals. And rounding out the starting lineup, senior number 24, Connor Duden, who is the all-time leading scorer in Red Lake County basketball history. The head coach for the Red Lake County Rebels is Steve Fillion in his 19th season at the helm, 52nd year overall. He is assisted by Randy Huey and Mark Bogasim. Those are your starting lineups from Hugo's Family Marketplace and Hugo's Express in Fosston, and also West Main Pizza in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. Stephen-Argyle will be in their away white uniforms as the lower seed Red Lake County in their black and blue unis. Paniak jumps for the Storm. Johnson for Red Lake County. I'm Dawson Peterson. Thanks for joining us tonight. We've got championship boys basketball on the air as we are underway from Ralph Engelstad Arena here in Thief River Falls. The ball will move from our right to left as Stephen-Argyle controls first. Pass to Winorovich on the left side. To Thompson, Paniak right wing, finds a cutting Winorovich down at the right block. Gullingsrud bumping off him. Winorovich puts his shoulder down, high off glass, missed it. Offensive rebound for Dylan Widner, falling away on the second chance, and that fell short. Connor Duden picks up the loose ball for Red Lake County. Rebels from left to right, Suki in the right corner. Up to Giesecke, a couple feet beyond the line. A lot of space on the right side, overloaded for the moment. Now the offense slides around with Giesecke operating at the top. Skip pass to Johnson in the right corner. He lines up a three, and he buries it. Ethan Johnson from the right corner puts Red Lake County on the board first. 3-0. Lynn Forest Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Stephen-Argyle basketball. Winorovich left wing. Picks it up at the top. Right wing to Setterholm. Goes towards the middle with a left-handed dribble. Off to Widner. Double team. Stopped inside the dome. To Thompson on the left corner. Driving in. Poked away. Turnover. Loose ball picked up by Suki. Brings it down the far left sideline across the way. To Gullingsrud at the top of the key. Giesecke right wing. Rebels forcing the first turnover of the game. Paniak sliding with Duden way beyond the line. Connor puts it on the deck. Scoop, layup with the right hand on the left side. Rolls in. And Red Lake County leads by a handful early. It's 5-0 as Giesecke gives Setterholm everything he can handle in the backcourt. Brings it back across. Winorovich, hand off to Widner. Downhill drive. Scoops it to Paniak on the left side, and he lost the basketball. Turned over. Picked up by Johnson. Giesecke jogs it back across the near right sideline. Up on the right wing, gets to the free throw line on a little penetration. Out to Johnson, who rips to his right hand, down to the block. Hammer pass to the opposite corner. Suki puts it on the deck. Strong move, but he missed it. Paniak down with the rebound for Stephen-Argyle. Far side, Setterholm across, in between the legs dribble, trading it from his left to his right hand. Giesecke nearly picked his pocket. Up to Setterholm, Widner in the corner, lines one up. Off the heel, offensive rebound run down by Winorovich at the top. Out to Thompson in the left corner, and that's off the front of the rim from the left corner. Pinballing around, and now Paniak picks up the loose ball. A third chance for Stephen-Argyle on this possession. Winorovich spins over his left shoulder, falls away, floats it up, and a foul call. A whistle and a foul against Ben Gullingsrud. That'll be his first. 2 free throws coming now for number 2 and Raiden Winorovich. Winorovich in that semifinal had 10 points against Fertile Beltrami. The first free throw for Stephen-Argyle. He comes up short, no good. Still scoreless for the Storm, 5-0. Second free throw by the senior Winorovich. On the way, and short, and then bounced off the right side. Giesecke down with the rebound. Stephen-Argyle yet to score in the game, and we're 2.5 minutes in. Duden on the right wing, crosses over to his left hand, lost it, gets on the deck to try and save the possession, and it's a jump ball at the top of the key with the arrow belonging to Red Lake County. Duden hit the deck, looked like he might have hit his forehead on the hardwood. He's okay, as a Storm player went after the loose ball too. Red Lake County basketball inbounding in their own front court. Gullingsrud, the lefty, outstanding pitcher come baseball season. We're not there yet. Giesecke drives, kicks to Gullingsrud, lines up a three that might have been deflected. A wild air ball that comes up short. Picked up by Paniak, his third rebound of the night, and the Storm nearly throw it away. Long outlet pass to Widner, tracked down on the left sideline. Dylan in the starting lineup, spins towards the middle, left the layup short on the right side. He might have been surprised he was that wide open. Duden the rebound, long outlet to Suki, left corner, and he shuffled his feet as he caught it. Kind of jab baseline on the catch, shuffled the puppies as they say, and it's a turnover against Red Lake County, will be their first of the game. 5-0 Rebels lead, 14:54 here in the first half. Section championship. Stephen-Argyle basketball, they're here for the first time in 9 years. In 2017, the Storm lost to Red Lake by 11 points. Winorovich on the right wing for the Storm. The senior bent over at the waist, goes to Paniak at the top. Left wing runs into a screen with Setterholm. Hesitation, poked away from behind. Active hands, picked up by Setterholm in the corner. Up on the wing, Winorovich probes to the painted area. Kicks it to Thompson. Left corner, three. Nothing but net for Anders Thompson. And Stephen-Argyle finally gets on the board. 14:20 remaining in the first half. Red Lake County with the orange. Duden over on the left wing. Gets to a right-handed dribble. Stephen-Argyle, they don't switch the screen. Back to Gullingsrud. He puts one up from the left wing. Off the mark, but he got hit on the arm. And Ben Gullingsrud will head to the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line for three. The foul against Stephen-Argyle goes on Shea Setterholm, his first. Team's first of the half. 2 free throws, make it 3 for Ben Gullingsrud. So lefty lines up the first one, hits it off the front, no good. So it stays at a 5-3 game with 14:08 to play in the first half. Second free throw for Gullingsrud on the way, rolls that one in. First points for Gullingsrud. Here's Jake Carlson, the 6'11" senior for the Stephen-Argyle Storm, relieving Dylan Widner as he comes onto the floor. Rebels lead 6-3. Ben Gullingsrud trying to go 2 of 3 from the stripe in this appearance. Free throw is up and rattles it home. 2 points for Ben Gullingsrud as he goes 2 of 3. And Red Lake County leads by 4, 7-3, 4 minutes into the ball game. Storm basketball. Winorovich delivers a one-handed pass to Paniak. Up to Setterholm at the top, pivots through, finds some space to Winorovich in the corner. Underneath, Carlson rolls it in and one. And the big fella got hacked, and he's headed to the stripe to try and complete the three-point play. The foul against Nick Suki. Suki's 5'10". Carlson almost has a whole foot on him. See if he can make the free throw. Storm start 0 of 2, now they're 1 of 3 as he puts it in, and it's 7-6. 13:50 remaining in the first half. Red Lake County basketball, the defending section champions. Giesecke puts his head down, drives in with his right hand. Dribble it off his foot, loose ball picked up by Suki. To Johnson, to the top, fake left, crossover, nice move. Left Carlson in the dust, and then a nice finish with the offhand by Ethan Johnson. He's got 5 points. 9-6, Red Lake County by 3. Stephen-Argyle basketball. Right wing over to Thompson. Atlee Vedelson will check in on the next dead ball for the Rebels. Underneath the Carlson right side. Johnson goes straight up and he hit it off the side of the backboard. Offensive rebound though from the right baseline to the middle on the interior. Anders Thompson for 2. Flips it up and in from a couple feet away from the middle. It's 9-8. Red Lake County leading by a single digit. 13 minutes to play in the first half. Giesecke on the right wing. Around to Gullingsrud. Touch to Duden at the top. Fakes a handoff, controls in between the circles. Paniak is right with him. Right wing, defender went under. That's a no-no. Duden makes him pay, and one. Connor Duden with the three-pointer, and then he got fouled. Paniak went under the screen, tried to recover, and he was well too late, and he fouled the all-time leading scorer in Red Lake County history. And Connor Duden is at the stripe to try and complete now the 4-point play. 12-8, Red Lake County by 4. Duden, one dribble, slight knee bend, it's perfect. 13-8, Red Lake County by 5. Duden has 6 points here in the first half. Storm basketball on the largest winning streak that the section has seen so far this year. 15 games, playing some really good ball. Thompson looks inside, goes to Winorovich at the top, little head fake. Left wing, he got cut off around the right side to Paniak. Triple threat, ball on his left hip. To the right elbow. Out to Setterholm on a left-handed pass. Left mid-post, Winorovich drives in, kicks to Thompson. Really deep right wing three. Thompson about 4 feet beyond the line. Buries his second three-pointer of the game, and it's 13-11, Red Lake County by 2. Rebel basketball, 12 minutes to play in the first half. Duden right wing, Paniak goes under the screen. Actually, Stephen-Argyle switches it this time. Bounce pass to Gullingsrud. The lefty lines one up and puts it in. 5 points for Ben Gullingsrud. 16-11, Red Lake County with 12 minutes to play in the first half. Rebels by 5, trying to run away from the Storm, but they've had the answers so far. Setterholm, one-handed pass to Thompson. Free throw line, and Anders Thompson connects on back-to-back buckets. Thompson's got 10 of the 13 for Stephen-Argyle. Red Lake County in front by 3 as the deficit slims. 11.5 to play in the half. Duden controls at the top. He puts up another 3. Overcooked it. Rebound for Gullingsrud. Offensive chance for Red Lake County. Skips it to Johnson. Right wing 3. Both teams are on fire from downtown. The trifecta for Johnson, his second three-pointer. 19-13, Red Lake County back in front by 6. Baseline, Paniak, power dribble into the chest of Duden, and he finishes on the left side for 2. First points for Caden Paniak. Cuts it to a 4-point game, 19-15. 10:57 to play. Duden, left wing. Paniak shadowing him. Goes baseline. Cut off. Out to Vedelson. Atley for 3. An air ball. Picked up by Thompson. Here comes Stephen-Argyle pushing it back across from right to left. Thompson, who has 10 points in the first half, goes to Setterholm. They play catch on the left side. Long pass to the right side to Winorovich. Vedelson shuffling with him. Now a blow by. Out to Paniak left wing. Thompson in the corner. This is a tough 3 off the backside. And the rebound. Karams into the corner. Johnson had to save it. He does so successfully because it ticked off his fingertips. Gullingsrud in transition, leaves it off to Connor Duden. Setterholm switches onto him. Duden trying to back in on the right mid post. Middle of the paint. Connor threw a little contact off the back. Offensive rebound. Back up. No whistle. Pinballs around. Thompson the rebound. And now a reach-in foul against Red Lake County. Little contact. Duden couldn't finish through it. Nick Suki and Vedelson come in, and now we've got a timeout called. First timeout of the night, called by Stephen-Argyle. It's a Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada and a Foston Tri-Co-op timeout. We're back in 30 seconds.
Are you looking for a reliable partner when it comes to top quality products and exceptional service? Look no further. The answer you're looking for is the Foston Tri-Co-op. With convenient locations in Foston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully, we're your local partner dedicated to helping you thrive. From premium seeds and fertilizers to cutting-edge farming technology, the Foston Tri-Co-op has what you need for success. Visit one of our locations today and let's grow together. The Foston Tri-Co-op, partnering with farmers, growing with the community.
Welcome back out of that timeout. Brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. Fastest pumps. Don't forget the pet wash. Freedom Fuel and Shine. And also brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op. Stephen-Argyle basketball. The Storm trail by 4. 19-15. 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Thompson controls. He's got 10 of the 15 for Stephen-Argyle. This is Owen Widner controlling at the top. Setterholm on the left side. Ball above his head, bounces it to Paniak at the top. Chest pass delivered right side to Thompson. Underneath Carlson, Vedelson on him. Goes up to the free throw line and Owen Widner out to Setterholm. Got contested, had to adjust. And the rebound got tipped out by Carlson, but he gets called for a push from behind on the rebound attempt. It's a great contest by Red Lake County that time, forcing Setterholm to actually pump fake as he was in the air. And if he came down with it, it would have been a travel, but he airballed it. Carlson gets called for a foul, his first here of the half. Team's third, 3 fouls apiece. 9:36 to play here in the first. Giesecke rejects a ball screen all the way to the cup. Will off the window and one. And it's so loud in here, I didn't even hear the whistle blow. All I saw was Giesecke celebrate. The official count the basket. And Will Giesecke is at the line for the three-point play. Graydon Winorovich checks back in for Stephen-Argyle. As Giesecke's at the line to try and complete the three-point play, it's good. 22-15, Giesecke's got 3 for Red Lake County. 9:25 to play in the first half. Winner off to the state tournament. Winorovich, baseline, rejected the screen, misses it. Paniak, the rebound, nearly got it to go, but he got fouled. Paniak, Johnny on the spot for his 5th rebound of the night already. Claps his hands, a little frustrated that he couldn't finish, but he's at the line for a pair. He's had a few struggles this season at the stripe, but he's knocked down some big free throws here inside the Ralph. First free throw by Paniak, and it continues. Rolls that one in, nicely done. 22-16 as the deficit is cut to 6. Johnson back on the floor for Red Lake County. Alex Renner getting some time here in the championship. Second free throw off the back. Rebound run down by Paniak, already a 6th. A second chance for the Storm. Paniak has it, off to Winorovich on the left wing, drives to the free throw line. Out to Setterholm, Giesecke gets around a screen, shuffles with him, shadowing him to his right. Right wing Winorovich, 5 to shoot, step back, bounce pass, Carlson over his right shoulder, that's an easy finish. And the big guy rolls it in from a couple feet away. 22-18, that's all Carlson has to do. He's 6'11", he's got like 5 inches on everybody on the floor. Halfway home here in the first half, 22-18 Red Lake County. Duden well beyond the line controlling. Gets the screen with Johnson. He'll have to be careful leaning out there not to get that moving screen. Duden, a lot of dribbling. Drives in, hop step, tough fall away. It's an air ball. Paniak down with rebound number 7, and Stephen-Argyle can trim the deficit now. Widner in the right corner, up the wing, tipped and stolen away that time by Johnson. The active hands by the senior comes up with a turnover. Giesecke on the right wing for Red Lake County. Duden launches a high arching 3. Clanks hard off the front. Winorovich the near side corner with the rebound. Storm back across from right to left, trailing by 4. Inside the dome to the free throw line. To Widner on the right side. Down to Carlson. Double team out to Paniak for 3. That's off the back. Rebound tipped into the hands of Renner. Giesecke tipped it. He's going to get called for a push from behind on the rebound attempt. And the foul on Will Giesecke is his first. Team's 5th now of the half. As Anders Thompson and Dylan Widner check back in for Stephen-Argyle. Setterholm will sit, as will Owen Widner. Neither of those guys on the scoreboard so far. Stephen-Argyle inbounding on the left side of the lane. Thompson goes to the corner. Owen Widner, make it Dylan. He's got the hot hand. Coach Setterholm told us in the pregame show he's been shooting the lights out, and that continues as the deficit is cut to 1, 22-21 off the Dylan Widner three-pointer. Giesecke goes up to Gullingsrud, around to the left wing, into the corner Johnson, jabs baseline inside the paint. Stuck there, tight bounce pass out to Giesecke. Pulls it out in the left corner across the way. Handoff to Gullingsrud, downhill, drive and kick. Duden in the corner, 3 dribble, spins over his shoulder, lefty finish, didn't have the angle. Widner the rebound off the miss. It'll be a 4-on-4 for the moment. Widner to the top, the Storm can take the lead with a made basket here. Thompson on the right side. Giesecke tipped it, and he forced a turnover. Will Giesecke, does he have the finish? Hangs in the air, out to the free throw line to Renner. He had the basketball, didn't know what he was going to do with it. He could have shot it. Gullingsrud at the top of the key for Red Lake County as they restart the offense. Duden in between the circles. Thompson shadows him. Right-handed drive, slicing his way, hanging in, banking in. Another basket for Connor Duden as he puts it in on the right side. 24-21, Red Lake County by 3. Storm basketball. Thor Thompson will check in on the next stoppage for RLC. Thompson on the left wing for the Storm. One-handed pass to Dylan Widner. Underneath to Carlson. Nice drop step, but a miss. Left it short. Rebound down to Duden. Outlet pass. Johnson, he finishes in transition, finishing on the left side. 26-21. It's a 4-0 splurge by Red Lake County. The Rebels in front by a handful. Widner in the right corner to Thompson in the right corner. Coach Steve Fillion bent over at the waist trying to get in the action. On the left side, Thompson, right-handed dribble, gets to the left elbow, and a moving screen is called against Caden Paniak. Paniak went into the ball screen with Thompson. He gets called for his 2nd infraction of the night. Team's 5th foul of the half. With 6:02 to play here in the first half, Red Lake County leads by 5, 26-21. Shea Setterholm comes back in for Stephen-Argyle. The Storm lost to Red Lake County twice in the regular season, but they beat the Rebels in the conference championship. Back-to-back years, Red Lake County was undefeated in the conference, but couldn't win that championship. Giesecke runs into a pair of ball screens. Little action for Duden to get open, but they don't like it. Thompson at the top. Thor puts it on the deck and couldn't finish. It rolled off. Gullingsrud the offensive rebound. Shovels it to Johnson. Back to Thompson. Offensive rebound. Gullingsrud tried to kiss it off the glass. Giesecke the follow. He missed it. And a foul from behind. The basket won't count. Well, 4 or 5 different chances that time for Red Lake County. It finally results in a foul against Raiden Winorovich. His first, team 6th. after Will Giesecke came in for another offensive board. Stephen-Argyle, they won that game against Fertile Beltrami because of their offensive rebounding ability. They couldn't block out Red Lake County that time. Here's Giesecke in the right corner, sizing up, baseline drive with the right hand. Spins towards the middle, give it a little kiss. Will Giesecke off the glass for 2. 5 points for Giesecke, 28-21. Red Lake County by 7, 5:15 to play. Winorovich drives, right wing, bounce pass to Widner. 5:15 to play in the first half, that is. Winorovich inside the paint, out to Widner, catches, shoots, connects. The second three-pointer of the night for Dylan Widner, and it's 28-24. Red Lake County in front. They've led the entire game so far, but the Storm hanging around, the number 3 seed in the West. Duden gets downhill with a left-handed dribble to the free throw line, a little head fake. Got the defender in the air, and he misses it off the left side from 15. Stephen-Argyle down the far right sideline. Setterholm puts his head down. Thompson cuts him off. Now he's going to come together with Giesecke. Force the double team and a turnover. Giesecke in the middle of the floor. 2-on-2. Will on the right side. Out to Gullingsrud. Puts up a 3 and got the shooter's roll. Hits it off the front. Then a little bit off the back. And it rolls in from downtown. 31-24. Red Lake County now by 7. Stephen-Argyle ball, looking for the offensive answer, down by 7 points with 4:05 to play in the first half. Winorovich left-handed dribble, given a ton of space. Three-pointer's not his game. Over to Setterholm in the corner. Pocket pass. Gullingsrud tips it. Picked up by Giesecke. It's another Storm turnover, their 6th. Giesecke long pass to Duden. Deep 3. Connor Duden. Unreal. The three-pointer from about 30 feet for Connor Duden makes it a 10-point game. A timeout is called by Stephen-Argyle, trying to stop the bleeding with 3:48 to play in the first half. Red Lake County leads 34-24.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Garden Valley TV. Red Lake County with their largest lead of the game. It's 10, 34-24 with 3:48 to play in the first half. Stephen-Argyle has the basketball, and they're looking for a big offensive possession here. They just called the timeout to slow the bleeding a little bit, but it's the largest lead of the game for the Rebels. Stephen-Argyle basketball. Thompson, who's had a big half, controls on the right side, trying to get by Suki. Up to Widner at the top. That's Dylan Widner. He's got a pair of threes. Left wing to Winorovich. Baseball pass to Owen Widner on the right side. Handoff Setterholm. 10 to shoot. Winorovich goes to the middle. 2 dribbles. Scoops his way through. A little contact. Reverse layup. Hit it off the bottom of the rim. Giesecke down with the rebound. Rebels push down the near right sideline. Behind the back dribble. Connor Duden off the front of the rim from the right wing. That would have been ridiculous, but he missed it. Thompson the rebound. Here comes Stephen-Argyle, right side, Setterholm underneath the Widner. Working on Thompson on his back, little head fake, good footwork, keeps his pivot, floats it up, missed it off the back. Giesecke another board. Down the near right side, Duden, middle of the floor, crosses over into his left hand. Thompson in the short corner, goes at Widner. Kicks it out to Gullingsrud. Left side, they'll reset, back up to Giesecke in between the circles. 2:40 to play in the first half. Giesecke, a little shake and bake, gets by Widner, gets to his spot, pulls from 13 in the painted area, and Will Giesecke buries it. 36-24, Will Giesecke puts the Rebels in front by a dozen. 2:25 to play in the first half. Stephen-Argyle basketball. The Storm would love to keep this thing 10 or less at the half. Bounce pass underneath to Widner. Out to the top with Dylan Widner. Step back in the right corner. Blocked by Gullingsrud. Rebound to Giesecke, his 5th of the game. Dylan Widner couldn't get the step back to go. Long pass. Thompson reverse layup. Missed it. Long pass underneath the baseline. Thompson was wide open, giving Coach Fillion some big minutes here in the first half. Right wing to Anders Thompson. Dylan Widner pops out at the top. Delivers it to Sederholm on the left wing. Down screen for Winorovich. Catches. Over to Widner on the right side in front of the Red Lake County bench. Underneath Owen Widner, middle of the paint. Thompson got caught with his hand down, and a foul called on Thor Thompson. And 2 free throws coming for Owen Widner to try and get this back at a 10-point deficit. Assistant coach Mark Bogason and Steve Fillion standing there with their hands up, telling Thor to keep his arms up in the air to avoid that foul. It's the first on Thompson, team 6th of the half. And here's Owen Widner at the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. First one's up, and he missed it off the left. Remember, Stephen-Argyle in the semifinals, they shot 40-some% against Fertile Beltrami. Neither team shot a good number at the charity stripe. Second free throw in a game like this, Stephen-Argyle and Red Lake County for that matter, free throws ever so important. Second free throw for Owen Widner, missed the front end, and he missed them both. In and out, swirled off the right side. Stephen-Argyle 2 of 7 from the stripe in this half. Red Lake County basketball, they're in front by a dozen, 36-24. Right side, Duden, Tasuki at the top. Johnson, now Giesecke on the right wing. Back to Duden. Great action, great form. Connor Duden rattles in another triple. 14 points for Connor Duden. 39-24, Red Lake County by 15. The Storm desperate for an offensive answer. Sederholm inside the paint, over the top pass to Widner. Power dribble, head fake got the defender in the air. Great patient work by Owen Widner, who banks it in on the right side. 39-26, Red Lake County by 13. 60 seconds to play in the first half. Giesecke at the top of the key, right wing. Gullingsrud shuffles into a 3, missed it off the right. Carlson the rebound, and he gets the big elbows out, clears a little space. Stephen-Argyle basketball down by 13, 40 to play. Paniak left corner to Owen Widner to the top. Back up to Sederholm. He drives in, nice move, but he couldn't finish. Missed it on the right. Duden the rebound, long outlet pass to Suki, and a little too far out in front. Goes into the Stephen-Argyle students. Suki running free. Just the second turnover of the first half against Red Lake County. 39-26 as Dylan Widner comes off. Anders Thompson, who has 10 first half points, back on. As is Raiden Winorovich. 25 seconds to play in the half. Storm probably holding for that final shot. Shot clock is turned off. Right wing to Anders Thompson. Looks underneath. Paniak, long pass to Carlson. Double team, nice drop step toward the middle, and Carlson finishes right in front. 39-28. Can Stephen-Argyle dig in here in the final 8 seconds? Now 5 seconds. Giesecke on the right side. Runs into a screen with Gullingsrud. Puts his head down. Wild floater off the back. No good. And your first half has come to a close. Your score on the Linfors Insurance Agency and the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. It's Red Lake County in front by 11 points. 39-28. The halftime report from Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net, and the Linfors Insurance Agency. Coming up next on KKCQ, your liveevent.com, and Garden Valley TV.
Embrace the joy of community at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Hi, this is Jordan Johnson from the Ada Borup West School. At Ada Borup West, we're committed to excellence and continually look to expand educational opportunities and experiences to teach and prepare students for various career opportunities. You are invited and encouraged to be involved in the Ada Borup West Schools for education, fine arts, and athletics. For more information, please visit today and find our website, ada.k12.mn.us. Ada Borup West School, home of the Cougars.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 19th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, plus 12 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Request a catalog today. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics. March 19th, the Annual Bull Sale. Visit Facebook Jacobson Red Angus or call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. The sale will be live on TV auction. Thursday, March 19th, 1 p.m.
When your vehicle needs attention, trust the team that keeps you rolling. Jones Tire and Auto Repair in Red Lake Falls is your local stop for dependable service you can count on. From tires and alignments to brake work, oil changes, and complete auto repair, they do it all and they do it right. Fast, friendly, and experienced service means you're back on the road with confidence. For quality workmanship and hometown service, choose Jones Tire and Auto Repair in Red Lake Falls, keeping you moving every mile of the way.
Your legacy matters. This is Kurt Fillion, Wealth Advisor with Franzen Investment Services. Estate planning isn't just for the wealthy. It's for anyone who wants to leave a legacy for their loved ones and ensure their wishes are honored. At Franzen Investment Services, we guide you through the process with care and clarity. Estate planning is complex. We can help make it simple. Let's talk about securing your legacy. Give me a call at 218-415-7139. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, and SIPC.
Lakes Community Cooperative, we believe energy should come with something extra, trust. Whether you need propane for your home, farm fuel, or dependable delivery, we've got you covered. With hometown service and reliable supply, we're more than a provider. We're your neighbor. Lakes Community Cooperative, your co-op, our community.
Lesmeister Dental is dedicated to providing its patients with the best appropriate dentistry to help them maintain their health, comfort, and beauty for their lifetime. We know every person is different, and we will help you stay healthy and offer the level of care that you desire. With offices in Kirkston at 1726 University Avenue or by phone, 281-4323. See or call Lesmeister Dental today.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Garden Valley TV, back inside the Ralph here in Thief River Falls. Welcome back on 96.7 FM KKCQ, online at rjbroadcasting.com and on the R&J radio app. It's Red Lake County by 11 points here at the break. This is the halftime report from Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net, and the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, Ada, and Fertile. The Rebels leading by 11 points, and it kind of felt like they were ready to explode and go on a deep run here in this first half. That came at the, well, it wasn't really a deep run, but they went on a 6-0 scoring run to go up 28-21. And then from that point to end the half, as a matter of fact, it would be an 11-4 run to end the half for Red Lake County. The offense is clicking. They're hitting a lot of threes. Johnson and Duden both in double figures. Gullingsrud and Giesecke not far behind. They're shooting the rock really well, and Stephen-Argyle defensively, you know, not too bad, but offensively, they don't have the answers right now. They've had a couple of empty trips, and Red Lake County's been able to take advantage. Red Lake County's had multiple offensive efforts in a lot of the possessions in that first half, too. We'll take a look at those rebounding numbers here in just a little bit. But it is Red Lake County by 11 points at the break, 39-28. This is the halftime report. Bid It On Auctions, bididon.net, and the Linfors Insurance Agency. Your first half numbers coming up after this on KKCQ, your live event in Garden Valley TV.
No matter the need, no matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena here in Thief River Falls. Red Lake County leads Stephen-Argyle at the break 39-28. Let's look at your first half stats brought to you by Smile Designs by Sandwick in Foston. For the Red Lake County Rebels, they were led by Connor Duden, who had 14 points and 5 rebounds. Ethan Johnson had a nice first half in double figures with 2 3-pointers, had 10 total points and 2 rebounds. Ben Gullingsrud 8 points, 2 boards. Will Giesecke 7 and 5. For Stephen-Argyle, Anders Thompson had 10 points and 3 rebounds. Jake Carlson had 7 points and a rebound in the half. Dylan Widner with 6 points and 3 boards. Caden Paniak had 3 points and 7 rebounds. And Owen Widner with 2 points and a rebound. From the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line, Red Lake County was 4 of 5 for 80%. Stephen-Argyle was 2 of 7 for 28%. Turnover numbers pretty good for both teams, but Red Lake County was able to convert off of a couple of the 6 first half turnovers from Stephen-Argyle, and the Rebels just 2 first half turnovers. And Stephen-Argyle slightly leading the rebounding edge, 17-16. Those are your first half stats brought to you by Smile Designs by Sandwick in Foston, where your smile is our specialty, offering orthodontics and aesthetics to help you look and feel your best. Call, text, or visit their website to schedule an appointment. The second half between the Storm and the Rebels coming up next. It's Red Lake County by 11 at the break, 39-28.
Market County Grain LLC is proud to support all the area teams. As you take the field or court, remember that hard work and determination leads to success both in sports and in the field. Just like you strive for excellence with speed, service, and solutions to keep our farmers moving forward. Play hard, play smart, and compete with confidence. From all of us at Market County Grain LLC, best of luck in the upcoming section tournament games.
Hi, I'm Kate and I live in Warroad, Minnesota. It's south of Canada on Lake of the Woods. There's lots of outdoor opportunities like fishing, boating, hunting, things like that. And we do have a lot of local businesses, clothing stores, coffee shops, bars and restaurants. You know pretty much everybody. Everyone's gonna support you. Everyone's there for you. Warroad's a super safe community. It's a great place to raise a family. You never know what you can find in a community like this. I always think small town, but big hearts.
Well, welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena here in Thief River Falls. I'm Dawson Peterson with tonight's game coverage. Jacob Tenson behind the camera on yourliveevent.com. And the fellas back in the studio on Garden Valley TV. Patty Carter. I saw Kent last night. And was there one other young man helping out, I believe. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all you're doing back there and all the hard work that takes place. Check out that nice courtside cam too on Garden Valley, getting a different angle of the game. We start this second half. It's Stephen-Argyle basketball. They'll operate from our left to right, and they'll go towards the north end of Ralph Engelstad Arena. Setterholm controls at the top, looking for a nice offensive start. They're down by 11 points. Winorovich on the right side. Gullingsrud stays with, off to Setterholm. Switching the handoffs, free throw line. Thompson, jumper from 15 is off the back. Rebound for Dylan Widner, an offensive board. Back up to Setterholm, left side Widner. Underneath Paniak, goes at Duden, over his left shoulder. Left it short, Gullingsrud down with the rebound. Skying in for his third rebound, 30 seconds into this second half. Red Lake County, a couple of short scoring runs in the first half. 6-0, and they ended the first half on an 11-4 run as they lead by 11 at the break. Giesecke controls the rock, goes to Johnson at the top. He's got 2 threes, didn't take that one. Back out to Giesecke, aggressive take on the left side of the lane. Underneath the Johnson, great chemistry, but Johnson missed it on the right side. Just slid from the right side to the left, but he couldn't finish. Paniak with the rebound for Stephen-Argyle. He's got 8. Winorovich inside, flips it out to Setterholm in the corner. Pocket pass to Paniak. Pass went low. Paniak threw a little contact, couldn't finish. Winorovich, the offensive rebound, put back, rolls in. First points for Raiden Winorovich in this one. And it's 39-30, Red Lake County in front by 9. 16:35 second half. Rebel basketball. Duden on the left side. Around a screen with Gullingsrud. Pulls from 30. Hits it hard off the front, and then Karams off the backboard, and then into the outstretched arms of Dylan Widner. The Storm push the other way from left to right. Outlet pass, right side. Suki stepped in front of it, and he stole it away. Turnover number 7 against Red Lake County. Against Stephen-Argyle. Crossing over left hand, Gullingsrud fires to Suki, right corner, quick trigger off the back. Giesecke, though, an offensive rebound for the Rebels, his 6th rebound of the game. Gets it out to Duden, and now a reach-in foul after Giesecke picked up his dribble. And the foul that time against Raiden Winorovich is his 2nd, team's first of the second half. Rebel basketball, Giesecke and company, trying to get back to the state basketball tournament for the 2nd year in a row. Duden in the right corner, Paniak a step behind, he'll have to be careful. But Duden drives by, getting to his right hand, middle of the paint. A little too much on it as Johnson couldn't hang on. It's a turnover, just the 3rd of the game. Picked up by Stephen-Argyle. Down the near right sideline, Setterholm in the right corner. Right mid-post, make it the right short corner rather. Jabbing baseline, flips it out to Winorovich. Downhill drive with the left hand, slides through, and he finishes and one. And he flexes on him as he lays on his back on the floor. And Winorovich will go to the line for one more. It's 39-32. And the foul goes against Connor Duden after Winorovich slid his way to the cup. And now he tries to complete the 3-point play. The Storm were 2 of 7 in the first half from the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. Now they're 3 of 8 as he makes the free throw. 39-33. Winorovich has all 5 second half points for Stephen-Argyle. Red Lake County basketball. Gullingsrud in between the circles, controls. The lefty goes to back to that side with Giesecke. Little hesitation to Suki in the right corner. Baseline drive. Nick flips it out to Gullingsrud. He'll try a left corner 3. That's off the back. Winorovich the rebound. It's been all Raiden Winorovich in this second half. 5 points. Kicks out to Dylan Widner. Gets to the free throw line. Picked it up underneath Paniak. Over his right shoulder. Nice move around Nick Suki. Paniak's got 5. And Coach Steve Fillion has to take a timeout. It's a 7-0 scoring run for Stephen-Argyle, and that's the way to start the second half against the defending champs. 39-35, Red Lake County by 4. 15:07 to play in the second half. We're back after this.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com.
Order yours today, and we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
Coming out of the timeout, brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op and Freedom Fuel and Shine, Highway 9 in Ada. It's an 8-0 scoring run for Stephen-Argyle. They trail by 4, 39-35. Red Lake County looking for an answer. Haven't scored here in the second half. Look at the 7-0 scoring run, I mean. Here's Duden up to Giesecke at the top, and he gets called for a carry. Duden the high dribble, couldn't get his hand back over the top of it. As it's now Stephen-Argyle basketball. Can they extend this 7-0 scoring run? Down by 4, 39-35. Storm with it. Dylan Widner on the near side to Winorovich on the right wing. Goes back to Paniak after he dribbled it up on the wing. In between the circle, Setterholm. Parallel with the sidelines to Paniak. Right side, Widner. Winterovich, left corner, Sederholm, 9 to shoot. Thompson yet to score in the second half. Drives in, too much on it. Missed it on the left side. Duden the rebound. Off to Gullingsrud on the right side. The running Rebels are off and running as they bring it back across. Connor Duden will slow it up. The senior with 14 points in the first half. Nobody scored here in the second for Red Lake County thus far. Right side, Johnson. Handing off with Duden in front of his own bench across the way. Left-handed drive to the free throw line. Hop step. Stuck. Flips it out to Giesecke. Spins at the free throw line. From 15, Giesecke off one leg. Banks it in. Will Giesecke looking for the foul. And he put it in. 9 points for Giesecke, 41-35. And that's as tough a basket as they'll come for their first points of the second half. Rebels by 6. Winterovich downhill drive, fakes over his left. Giesecke didn't bite, missed it. Rebound in the corner. Winterovich saved it, and then he threw it off the hands of Paniak on the save. Goes into the backcourt all the way to the opposite baseline. And it's a turnover against Stephen-Argyle. And Red Lake County will inbound underneath their own hoop on their own offensive end off the turnover. Giesecke walking his way to the baseline on the inbound, taking a breather. Rebels stacking it up by the elbow. Giesecke looks towards the middle, finds Gullingsrud, hangs in the air in the middle of the paint. Gullingsrud catches, stays in the air, and finishes from right in front of the cylinder. It's 43-35. Red Lake County back in front by 7. Right wing Sederholm for Stephen-Argyle. To Paniak at the top. Left side, Winterovich, baseline. Gullingsrud is there for the help. Double team. Out to Carlson in the left corner. Skying high over everybody else at 6'11". Entry pass to Carlson from the left wing. Over the top of Johnson. Missed the layup. Paniak the rebound. A tie-up and a whistle. And a foul call from the opposite official across the way. They're going to call a reach-in foul against Connor Duden, and that's the third on Duden. Team second of the half. So Duden's going to have to be careful with 12:52 remaining in the game. It's an 8-point Red Lake County lead, 43-35. Stephen-Argyle inbounding, handoff with Sederholm, gets around a screen all the way to the rim, and he rolls it in. Hung on the right side. Little pause for dramatic effect as the basketball floats through, and it's 43-37. Red Lake County in front by 6. Johnson spins at the free throw line, gets by Carlson. Left short corner, Giesecke around a ball screen. Stephen-Argyle, they don't switch. Hesitation, Giesecke almost lost it. Out to Duden, right wing 3. Duden, another triple. Connor Duden's got 17. 46-37, Red Lake County leads by 9. Left wing to Winterovich. Assistant coach Randy Huey trying to fire up the Rebel student section. Paniak, baseline, Winterovich, reverse layup, missed it. Gullingsrud the rebound. Long outlet, Duden a 2-on-2 on the right side of the floor. Pulls it out, bounces it to Giesecke. Rebels will reset the offense. 11:52 to play now in the second half. Red Lake County back in front by 9, 46-37. Stephen-Argyle had it cut to a 4-point deficit at one point. Right side with Giesecke. Free throw line, Will gets to a spot, puts it up from 17, and he banks it in. And one. Will Giesecke back to the free throw line. "11 points for Will Giesecke. Makes it 48-37. The foul against Raiden Winterovich is his third, team second of the half. And Will Giesecke at the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line, puts it up, one dribble, missed it off the back. Rebound down to Thompson, might have got away with a shove, and now a jump ball, and the possession belongs to Red Lake County. Thor Thompson a little frustrated, as are Rebel fans straight across from us. Thompson kind of flipped the ball away, threw his hands in the air, and Coach Huey actually giving him the one of these signals that Tom Lano did to me one time that's startled me. I thought he was mad. But the folks at home, it's the kind of the cutting of the neck, I guess. The one of those, No harm, no foul. Red Lake County basketball, Rebels by 11, 48-37. Baseline out of bounds, Gullingsrud right wing. Giesecke has to come back to it, the senior. In between the leg dribble, bent over at the waist. Crossover to his right hand, hesitation. Giesecke high off the window. A crafty finish by Giesecke. 13 points for him. 50-37, just like that. Red Lake County back in front by a baker's dozen. Winder controls on the right side for Stephen-Argyle to Paniak. Defender blew by. Double team came, lost it. Defense gets back for Red Lake County. Winder out to Paniak, left wing three. Jams in between the left side of the rim and the backboard. Offensive rebound flipped out to Winder. That's off the side of the backboard. Offensive rebound for Winder, though, however. Out to Setterholm, spinning his way to the cup. And we've got a blocking foul called against Giesecke. It's his second, team's third of the second half. And with 10:48 to play in the game, Red Lake County in front by 13. 50-37. Stephen-Argyle inbounding, flipped out towards the top, nearly turned over. Paniak couldn't save it. It's a Storm turnover, their 9th of the game. Storm fans quiet here on the near side. Rebel fans loud and proud straight across from us as we broadcast high in the air here at Ralph Engelstad Arena. Red Lake County basketball. Giesecke goes into a pair of ball screens on the left side. Fakes inside, picking up his dribble. Now Paniak gives him a little pressure. Back out to Duden. Owen Winder trailing him. Stephen-Argyle in the man-to-man. Duden downhill with the left hand. Deflected by Carlson, and a foul on the rebound against Thor Thompson. Went into the back that time of Jake Carlson. The second against Thompson, who's played some big minutes in this game for Coach Steve Fillion. The junior, and now Nick Suki will hop up off the bench for Red Lake County. We'll check in on the next stoppage. Storm basketball, Red Lake County now shadowing the Storm in the full court. Setterholm across the logo from left to right. Spins his way, Gullingsrud hanging with him. Ball screen with Paniak over to the left wing. Carlson at the top, Thompson right in his grill. Back to Owen Winder. Right side, probing his way to the free throw line. Out to Paniak. Setterholm left wing. Head fake. Gullingsrud bit. Underneath Paniak. Through a little contact. Stripped away. Giesecke the other direction. Middle of the paint. No look pass. Thompson lost it out of bounds. And a turnover. Giesecke drove towards the middle. Flipped it to Thompson. And then he lost it out of bounds for turnover number 5 of the game for Red Lake County. Raiden Winerovich. Anders Thompson back into the game for Stephen-Argyle. And it's Storm basketball trailing by 13, 50-37. Lakes Community Cooperative, Lynn Forest Insurance Agency scoreboard. Storm ball, left wing Paniak, left side Winerovich on the wing. Back dribble, Duden with him. Right wing Carlson, thought about a three, didn't pull. Back to Thompson, and a turnover. Giesecke tipped it and stole it. Brings it back across from right to left for Red Lake County, and a frustration reach and foul called against Anders Thompson. Giesecke got a piece of the ball when Thompson was handling it. Got the steal, and then Thompson fouled Giesecke the other way. It's the fourth foul against, or excuse me, the third against Stephen-Argyle as a team in this half, the first on Thompson. Rebel basketball, Gullingsrud left baseline drives, left hand got cut off. Thompson follows him back out to the wing, goes back inside, bounce pass on the deck to Giesecke, a block from behind, and then a foul called. Giesecke went up, this one's on the floor. The foul against Stephen-Argyle is on Winerovich. That's the fourth on him. Team's fourth of the second half. Coach Setterholm in the crouch. On his bench, Owen Winder's going to come in for him. Comes in for Raiden Winerovich, and we probably won't see Winerovich until, see how risky Coach Setterholm wants to get. Less than 5 mark, I'd say. 9:15 remaining. Red Lake County by 13, 50-37. Gullingsrud controls on the right side for the Rebel. Step back three, a little flat. Hit it off the front of the rim. Carlson had the rebound, and then it was poked away, and Suki missed the offensive putback. And here comes Stephen-Argyle from left to right. Dylan Widner on the right wing had 2 first-half threes, hasn't scored here in the second. Thompson left wing, Carlson back to the right side, runs into a ball screen with Widner. Pass to Carlson, power dribble, easy finish on the right side for 2. 9 points for Jake Carlson, makes it 50-39, and Coach Sederholm wants a timeout. 8:43 remaining in the section championship. It's Red Lake County by 11, 50-39. We're back after this on KKCQ, your live event, Garden Valley TV.
At Northern Roots Insurance Agency, we know that a good season can make all the difference. That's why we're here to help farmers protect their investments with reliable crop and hail insurance. Customized for the unique needs of northern Minnesota. And just as you work hard in the fields, our Stephen-Argyle teams have worked hard all year. We wish them the very best. Northern Roots Insurance Agency, rooted in our community, committed to our farmers. Give us a call today and go Storm.
Welcome back out of that timeout from the Foston Tri-Co-op and Freedom Fuel and Shine, Highway 9 in Ada. Fastest fuel pumps, the pet wash, all the things at Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. It's Red Lake County by 11 points, 50-39, with less than half of the second half to play in this one. Section 8A Boys Basketball Championship. Winner off to state. There's a week in between. It won't be next week. It'll be the following week. Rebel basketball, Duden, who has 17 points, driving in, getting by Paniak, and a little slow-mo action from Connor Duden, taking his time as he finishes on the left side. He's got 19, 52-39, and the Storm will draw a foul. The foul that time goes against Ethan Johnson. His first, team's 5th. He's in good shape still. Just the one foul, and it's Stephen-Argyle basketball with 8:20 to play in the game. Dylan Widner checks in for Owen Widner. Stephen-Argyle, 6 seniors. All senior starting lineup. Same thing for Red Lake County with the exception of Ben Gullingsrud, who's a sophomore. Storm basketball, Carlson around to Paniak. All 5 players outside the arc currently for Stephen-Argyle. Pass and cut. Thompson to Paniak off the right hand of Caden Paniak on the cut, and it's a turnover. Turnover number 6 of the second half, 12th of the game for Stephen-Argyle. 8:08 to go. Rebels lead by 13 points, 52-39. Giesecke walks it across the logo from left to right. Hesitation, downhill drive, right baseline, stuck, wraparound pass to Gullingsrud. He lost it and turned it over. Loose ball picked up inside the paint by Carlson. Turnover number 6 of the game for Red Lake County. Valuing every possession here in the section championship. Here's a pass to Duden, and he's stolen away, or excuse me, a pass to Paniak, stolen by Duden, and he finishes and one. And he's fired up as he barks to the Rebel crowd. The foul against Paniak is his 3rd. Duden back at the stripe with 21 points. Bagley Co-op Association free throw line. Duden a deep breath, holds the ball on his left hip. Misses the free throw off the back. Stephen-Argyle saved it. Carlson down on the baseline. Rebel fans thought he stepped on the blue baseline. We say play on. Thompson right corner forces up a 3 off the front of the rim. Deflects into the opposite corner. Giesecke the rebound. Gives the signal on the offensive play as he walks it back across the timeline from right to left. 7:15 remaining in the game. Giesecke gets to his left hand to the top. Left wing Gullingsrud. Into the corner to Duden. Ball screen with Gullingsrud. Duden pulls it out. Paniak joins him out by the half-court line. Rejecting a ball screen is Duden. 6 to shoot. Paniak over the screen. Duden, Gullingsrud, left wing, hoist up a 3! Gullingsrud from the left wing as the shot clock expires. 57-39. It's an 18-point Rebel lead. Thompson, a nice drive for Stephen-Argyle. And the senior hangs in the air, and he got fouled, and 2 free throws coming for Anders Thompson. The foul on Will Giesecke is his 3rd, team 6th. 2 free throws coming for Anders Thompson. And Will Giesecke jogs out to the official out by the half-court line. Talking with him. Thompson, free throw goes in and out. Drayden Winorovich for the Storm back on the floor. Jake Carlson will sit with 9 points and 3 rebounds. 6'11" senior comes off the floor. The second free throw for Thompson is up, and he cans that one. 57-40. 11 points for Thompson, his first points of the second half. Had 10 in the first. He started out hot. Rebel basketball. Giesecke over on the left wing. Dribbles inside. Finds a lane, and Giesecke finishes on the right side. 15 points for Will Giesecke. 59-40. Red Lake County pushing this lead with 6 to play. Thompson at the top. Gets downhill. Little contact. Out to Paniak on the left side of the lane. Thompson stays in front. Flips it to Widner in the corner. Bounce pass Paniak. Pinballs around. It's a turnover. And Gullingsrud picks up the loose ball. Less than 6 to play in the ball game. Red Lake County 59. Stephen-Argyle 40. And Giesecke slowing it way down as he lazily dribbles it around on the right side. Crosses over to his left hand in between the circles. Rises. Fires. Off the front of the rim from the top. Widner with rebound number 7. Storm back across. Time not on their side. There's still 5.5 minutes left, but down by 19. In Red Lake County, they can score at will, as they have all night long. Storm ball, Winorovich, right wing, give him plenty of space. 3-pointers, that's not his game. Thompson in the right corner, long pass to Setterholm, head fake. Gullingsrud flies by, bounce pass across the lane. Winorovich banks it in for 2. 59-42, and a full timeout called by Coach Setterholm as the Storm try to regroup with 5:10 to play. Red Lake County leads Stephen-Argyle 59-42. We're back after this on KKCQ, your live event in Garden Valley TV.
Oakley Lumber Incorporated has been in business since 1946. Get the right building materials at an affordable price. Choose high-quality, affordable paints, windows, lumber, and other building materials at Oakley Lumber Incorporated. Our experts will help you choose the perfect window and window treatment for your building. We'll also help you choose a custom color for the interior or exterior of your home or business. Call Oakley Lumber Incorporated today for a free quick estimate.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Welcome back on yourliveevent.com. Rebel basketball up by 17. Less than 5 to play. Right side, Giesecke. Ball screen, rejecting it with Thompson. Giesecke to the cup. Flips it out to Thompson on the right wing. Thor a head fake, and then he shuffled his feet. He got called for a travel. Thompson not exactly a three-point shooter. Coach Bogason on the far side telling him, slow it down, swing the ball. But he got called for the travel that time. Stephen-Argyle ball. They get that turnover. 4:40 remaining. Right corner, Setterholm. Can they take advantage here? Pass to Widner, left corner. He puts up a 3 and he puts it in. 9 points for Dylan Widner. 59-45. Stephen-Argyle not going away yet. 4:25 remaining in the game. Duden, right wing. Thompson with the screen. Handoff with Giesecke in front of his own bench. Skip pass to Gullingsrud on the near side. Johnson reverses his field, flips it to Gullingsrud, and the Rebels turn it over. Back-to-back turnovers for Red Lake County, their 8th of the night. Big possession here for Stephen-Argyle. Red Lake County a little loosey-goosey here in the last couple of possessions. 59-45, Red Lake County by 14, but they've turned the ball over on the last 2 possessions. Can Stephen-Argyle take advantage? Setterholm, right wing, Giesecke closes out. Paniak to the top, under 4 to play. 14-point lead for Red Lake County. Setterholm inside the dome, now to the left elbow, underneath Paniak, over his left shoulder, over Thompson, and he bounces it in from about 8 feet. 7 points for Caden Paniak. Red Lake County in front by a dozen, 3:35 remaining, 59-47. Duden left wing, driving in, pulls it out in the corner. Widner closes out with the high right hand. Baseline drive, cut off by Widner again. Duden on the baseline, staying in front, out to Johnson, right wing, Duden to the top, a head fake, step back. Left corner, Gullingsrud, baseline, bounce pass, Johnson, nice move by Johnson. No need for the dribble on the right side. Just powered up, finished for 2, and the foul. So often you'll see high school players use that dribble, but Johnson went right into those 2 steps, finished, and he connects on the 3-point play. It's 62-47. Red Lake County, that was a big basket to push the lead back to 15. 3:10 to play in the section championship. Winner goes to state. Paniak drives in, finishes at the rim. No, bounced off the left side. Duden the contest. Paniak couldn't finish from point blank. Less than 3 to play. Giesecke on the far right side brings it across the timeline from right to left. Some young Storm fans, can't be much older than 5 or 6, trying to start a defense chant down below us. Johnson in the right corner, jabs baseline, out to Giesecke. 2:35 to play, 10 on the shot clock. Will gets to the free throw line. Johnson hanging out across the lane, wide open on the left side for 2. 15 points for Ethan Johnson, 64-47. Winorovich loses it. Giesecke picks it up. 2:20 to play. And the Rebels back in front now by 17. Giesecke back across from right to left. Middle of the floor, behind the back dribble. Giesecke to the top, pulls it back out on the left wing. Driving in, Will, all the way to the rim. Will Giesecke as he points at the student section on the way by. 66-47, 1:50 remaining. Stephen-Argyle ball, Widner in the corner. Paniak left short corner. Power dribble back up to Winorovich. Down to the right block, scoops it up on the right side, and he rolls it in for 2 more. 66-49, 9 points for Raiden Winorovich. 90 seconds remaining. Giesecke back across. Stephen-Argyle players, they look wore out with a $1:30 to play. And Red Lake County, with 1:20 remaining, they're going to head back to state. But they got to finish out this last minute and 20 seconds. Rebel fans on their feet across the way. Giesecke with 8 on the shot clock. Drives by Paniak. Giesecke, oh, no look pass to Thompson. But he missed it on the left side. Widner the rebound, and a foul called against Red Lake County. No look pass by Giesecke. Oh, now you're just showing off. The foul that time goes against Will Giesecke, his 4th, team 7th. Free throws coming for Stephen-Argyle, 1:03 remaining. Rebel fans on their feet. Widner at the free throw line for the 1-and-1. Stephen-Argyle's 15-game win streak is going to come to an end here in the section championship. Widner's free throw misses off the left. Giesecke the rebound, his 9th. Red Lake County into the front court. Will dribble out the final 50-some seconds. We'll have to put up one more shot, maybe just take the turnover. Coach Fillian's going to take a timeout. And there's the ovation. The Rebels are headed back to state. It's a 60-second timeout brought to you by the Foston Tri-Co-op and Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. And a new 5 is going to sub in for Red Lake County. Don't go away after this game gets done. We'll head down to the floor, get some interviews, talk to our players of the game, talk to anybody and everybody that's wearing a black and blue jersey that says Rebels on the front. New 5 for Red Lake County: Benji Bramer, Mason Williams, Dylan Lundeen, Nick Suki, and number 20, Nate Powers. Thompson, Winarovich, Carlson, Paniak, and Setterholm out there for the Storm. Rebel basketball. Hand off with Williams. 38 seconds remaining. Bramer, bounce pass, Powers, head fake, tie up. 2 free throws coming for Powers, got fouled by Thompson. So Red Lake County finished third at the state boys basketball tournament last year. They beat Goodhue in the opening round, holding off a massive comeback from the Wildcats. They would lose. Powers rolls in the free throw. 67-49. Red Lake County would lose in the semifinals to the eventual state champs in the Dawson Boyd Blackjacks. Powers makes both free throws, 68-49, and then they beat the Nevis Tigers in the third place game. What do they got in store in 2026? Stephen-Argyle ball, Setterholm in the right corner to Thompson. He puts up a 3, and he puts that one in. 14 points for Thompson, and Coach Setterholm is going to take a timeout. 68-52, 16-point game, 18.9 seconds remaining. We'll take the timeout with them. We're back after this.
Performance Ag west of Borup with Eric today. And Eric, you've been around since 2013.
We're a full-service agronomy center. We have the fertilizer, seed, chemical, liquid fertilizer. We got our water there, and we'll have everything right in close proximity now with that new addition to our fertilizer building. Like we like to say at Performance Ag, we don't want all the business, just yours. So the best way to reach me is my cell number. It's 701-799-0356.
Coming out of the timeout, Red Lake County basketball. They'll dribble out the final 15 seconds. Red Lake County 68. Stephen-Argyle 52. Suki on the right baseline. Time's going to run out. The clock's going to hit triple zeros. Bramer underneath. No good. Rebel fans, you're headed back to state. For the second consecutive season, it's the Red Lake County Rebels who reign supreme in Section 8A boys basketball. Your final score on the Linfors Insurance Agency and Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard: Red Lake County 68, Stephen-Argyle 52. Don't go away. The post-game show from Solely Realty of Fosston coming up here shortly. We'll have some interviews from down on the floor. Well, all sorts of good content coming up here. Rebel players going over to the student section to celebrate, and there'll be an awards ceremony down on the floor as well. The post-game show from Solely Realty of Fosston coming up after this on KKCQ, your live event, and Garden Valley TV.
Are Peterson Farm seed reps real-life seed heroes? Well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed. We're that kind of seed company.
Since 1989, Phil Thompson Associates has been one of Minnesota's leading crop and hail insurance agencies, providing critical financial services to agricultural operations. From bookkeeping and tax planning to payroll, we're here to help you succeed, and we're not just about business. That's why we're wishing all the area teams best of luck in the upcoming section tournament games from Phil Thompson and Associates. Affordable, high-quality service with a personal touch.
Fair Fun returns to Fertile, Minnesota, July 8th through the 12th during the Polk County Fair. It's 5 days of fair fun for the entire family. featuring great grandstand events, some of the best carnival rides around, a great lineup of free stage entertainment, 4-H exhibits, and of course, a huge selection of delicious food options. For more information, go online to www.polkcountyfairfertilemn.com. We'll see you at the Polk County Fair, July 8th to the 12th in Fertile.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Upgrade your toolbox and tackle any project with the latest from Ada Building Center, LLC. They've added a massive 24-foot Diablo display filled with everything you need, brand new to the store. From circular saw blades to framing blades and metal drilling solutions and diamond cutting concrete blades, Diablo has it all. Need fine finish or general purpose wood blades, high-performance crew driving bits? They've got you covered. Stop by Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, and see the Diablo difference for yourself. Your next project starts here.
Radio works. Radio gets your message heard. And when you can follow your audience everywhere they go, online, with R&J Broadcasting's digital marketing solutions. From social media ads to targeted display campaigns, our marketing team can help you grow your business with the perfect mix of radio and digital. Visit rjbroadcasting.com or email digital@rjbroadcasting.com to start your digital success.
Randall's Excavating of Glendon, specializing in underground site utilities and repair. Randall's Excavating is experienced in underground utilities, specializing in water lines, sanitary sewer, and storm sewer, from site preparation and trenching to the installation of all site utilities. They respond to emergency repairs for water leaks, fire protection lines, fire hydrants, sanitary and storm sewer lines for all commercial and residential needs, including camera inspections too. Contact Randall's Excavating with over 20 years of experience, 701-219-9126 or randallsinc.com.
To state. I'm hoping Dawson can still hear me.
Yeah, I can still hear you, Jacob. I got you loud and clear down there.
I was going to say, well, the views down there and the fans, how are they feeling down there, do you think?
Well, the Rebel fans, all of them are on their feet right now, doing the award ceremony for Stephen-Argyle, the Storm, who just had a heck of a season. They end their year. Well, their 15-game losing streak comes to an end here in the championship, and they had a great season. And Rebel fans headed back to state for the second consecutive season.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Stephen-Argyle, a 15-game winning streak coming into this game is tough to finish the season the way they were playing so well. Had a great game against Fertile Beltrami before this, and then just came a little short to the reigning champs, and they showed just why they are the champs once again.
Yeah, they sure did. I mean, they shot the lights out. Connor Duden, 24 points, whatever it was. I didn't bring my stat sheet down. Athletic Director Seth Schmitz will step out and award the medals for the Rebel players. But Connor Duden played well. Will Giesecke, I mean, they just did exactly what Red Lake County does. I mean, that's why they're the defending champs, like you said, Jacob. And they showed it off again tonight. And it kind of felt like throughout the course of the game, the Rebels were just ready to explode and go on that run. They eventually built it to that 12, 13-point lead. Stephen-Argyle a little push at the end, but you hear the Rebel fans now cheering on. But the Rebels, they went on that scoring run, and they didn't turn back after that.
They certainly didn't. That's just kind of what they do, though. You've just seen it throughout this playoff push, just the ability of this team to, they don't necessarily start strong every game, but at the end of the games, they just really like to push that tempo. They just the stamina is just so good for this Red Lake County team.
Yeah, and they got a lot of seniors on the roster, too, leading the way. Ethan Johnson, the first one to get his medal. He played an outstanding game tonight. Will Giesecke, Connor Duden, Nick. You can't talk enough about those guys with all that experience and what they were able to do last year, too. But it was just, the offensive firepower was just too much for Stephen-Argyle after a while.
Again, that final score, 68-52, Red Lake County, the Section 8A champions. We'll take a break here on 96.7 KKCQ, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley TV.
This is your locally owned independent insurance agency that has been serving the insurance needs of the Red Lake County community since 1951. We offer affordable insurance coverage solutions. Take advantage of our excellent prices and convenient appointment times. With over 100 years of combined experience, we're the right agency for you. Explore insurance options today by visiting our website, redlakecountyinsurance.com, or call us for all your insurance needs at 218-203-0413.
We have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind, hydro. Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
And YourLiveEvent.com. Jacob Tenson with you here. The awards being awarded to these players. Last few players for Red Lake County. You're already hearing the great cheers from this faithful Red Lake County fans. It's going to get a little bit louder here once they announce Coach Steve Fillion, who we're waiting for Dawson to get a little interview. He's down courtside right now. And once again, the final score 68-52 on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. And again, just a great effort from these Red Lake County Rebels, just showing it all throughout this playoff push. Just no matter who they're matched up with, they just seem to outwork, outmuscle, out-hustle every single team.
Well, they're about to announce Coach Steve Fillion here. Randy Huey getting a medal. Coach Mark Bogason will get a medal. And then listen to the roar of this crowd for longtime head coach Steve Fillion here in just a second. That's just awesome. Coach Fillion in his 19th year as the Red Lake County Rebels coach, his 52nd season overall.
It's a long time, a real long time, but just a great coach. And here's the captains getting the trophy and the big celebration coming. Dawson's going to try and track down, maybe be the first one to get Coach Steve Fillion here.
They're getting the big ladder out. That means they're cutting that net down, Jacob.
It's always a fun time to do a little vandalism, but legal vandalism.
That's awesome. You know, unfortunately, the Rebels taking a picture. I didn't bring my phone down here to get a shot. I'm going to see if I can get Ryan Hanlon to send me the picture that he gets.
So fortunately, there's a bunch of Boston connections here that we can able to get a picture with that as well.
Can confirm we're going to get that
there
picture, Jacob. But man, what a game by Red Lake County. 68-52, back-to-back section champions. Unbelievable.
It's going to be exciting to see what kind of noise they can make down at state. Last year, taking third, they lost to the eventual champs in the second game down at state, so never know what kind of noise they can bring here this year.
Ready? Can I grab you?
Yeah.
Congratulations,
yeah,
Steve.
Thank you.
Well, Jacob, we got head coach Steve Fillion down here, and Steve, back-to-back section titles. Describe to me what you're feeling right now.
It feels great. I mean, it's always fun winning, and especially at this situation here at the section championship game. You know, hats off to Stephen-Argyle. They battled. They come back that little run to start the second half. I thought we were in trouble, but our guys answered and played that defense second half.
Yeah, they made things a little nervous for you with that scoring run, but Connor Duden, Will Giesecke, your seniors really showed out and kind of brought you to the win. They buckled down when they needed to.
Oh, absolutely. They played hard tonight. We had fun.
What was it that, kind of got you over the top here against the Storm tonight? It felt like that you guys were ready to explode offensively, but what was it that finally got you over the top?
Our defense tonight I thought was really good. I mean, number one got open a couple times and hit some shots, and 15 Widner, he got open a couple times and hit shots, but I think we buckled down second half and didn't leave them, and that really helped.
What was the message to your guys in the locker room before this game? Winning the section championship last year, all the experience, but what was the message in a big game?
Have fun, play hard.
Hey, sounds good, Coach. Congratulations. Good luck at state.
Thanks, Austin. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Coach Steve Fillion with us down here on the floor, and we'll see if we can get a couple more players right here. And you know what? I think I'm just going to go right down the line. Connor. Hey, Connor Duden embracing with Coach Fillion after this one, and boy, we're right here. Hey, Connor, congratulations, my man. Back-to-back section titles. What are you feeling right now?
Just super excited. This has been it's been a goal to go to the state tournament my whole life, and to do it back-to-back in one of the toughest sections in the whole state. It's amazing.
Is there a difference from last year to this year? How things felt, how you guys played, any difference whatsoever?
I think we had to take a little bit more pride on the defensive end because we lost some good seniors, but I think we're similar to last year's team in a lot of aspects, especially on offense. So I think we're similar to last year's team.
Yeah, it certainly felt like you guys had hung your hat on the defensive end, and I know Will especially. You two can kind of score the ball at will, but after that 2-game losing streak at the end of the season, it felt like the defense ramped up.
Yeah, we had to luckily we had the weekend so we could reset, and then I think we had practice on Monday, and we really got after it that week, practice and games, really preached defense just to get back to the fundamentals. And I think we did that, and won the section championship.
How much did your experience carry you to a section title?
I think the experience played a huge part, especially in this game. We were talking that since last year when we first played in this game, we were super tight and nervous. So we knew they were going to be and we weren't going to be because we've been here and done it.
Well, congratulations, Connor. Exciting times. Good luck at state.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Connor Duden joining us here on the post-game show, Jacob. And I'm going to go, let's see. Hey, Nick, come on over. I'm just pulling guys right out of the line. Nick Suki, who drilled three-pointers, he drilled a lot of three-pointers, 9 of them in the quarterfinals against Winnie Mac. Not quite the hot hand tonight, Nick, but you're a section champ. How you feeling?
Really good about this one. Can't wait to go back again.
Oh, what do you feel like the difference was this year from compared to last year?
I don't know. I think we just really wanted it bad, and practice kept on. We always said that we got to be prepared for now, and I think we came prepared.
You came prepared when your number was called in the quarterfinals, and this team is so unselfish. You guys share the basketball with ease. You didn't hit 9 threes tonight. I don't know if you scored, but you still got a smile on your face, and you guys played great as a team.
Yep, that is true.
What's the defensive message for you guys? You guys just hang your hat on defense, it seemed like.
Just play hard on defense, and we got to know what we're doing and always talk.
What's it going to take for a deep state run?
Defense. Defense wins championships.
Defense, defense, defense. Nick, congratulations. Good luck at state.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. And again, I'm going to go right down the line. Hey, Alex, right here. Alex Renner for Red Lake County joining us now on the post-game show. And, boy, Alex, you didn't play a ton, but you got some minutes out there. When you did, you made the most of them. But how's it feel to be a section champ?
It feels good.
What was going through your mind when you were getting in a big game like this?
You just got to work hard, play defense.
How about on the offensive floor? What's your role?
Just move around, try and get set screens, get the shooters open for our team.
What's it going to take for another deep state run for you guys?
We just got to work hard, put that effort in, and work hard.
All right, sounds good, Alex. Good luck at state.
Thank you.
Alex Renner with us on the post-game show, and Coach Mark Bogason taking the net down for Red Lake County, and Coach Randy Huey is going to go next. And let's go over here now. Jacob, you got me on the floor still?
I still got you.
Coach Randy Huey, and I'm going to go to, I'm going to head over to the backside here and grab, I want to grab Thor Thompson, who played just a great game. Hey, you want to get on the radio? Hey, Thor Thompson joins us. You played some big minutes in this game. What was your mindset going into the game?
Just be ready to play it. I mean, I didn't think I was going to play, so I don't know.
Well, I was just going to ask that. Were you expecting to play as much as you did?
No.
You were giving Stephen-Argyle some fits underneath. You were physical out there.
Well, I just try and push him around. So.
What was the deal over here? You were a little frustrated at one point, and Coach Randy Huey settled you down.
I didn't think they touched the ball, but they called the jump ball. So.
Hey, Thor, what's it like to be coached by that guy right there, Steve Fillion?
It's really great. He's a great coach. Just overall, it's amazing.
What's it going to take for a deep run at state?
Nothing. We're on a roll right now, and we're going to stay hot.
All right, that's Thor Thompson. I'm going to get out of the way. The student section's coming in here. As the students run out, Jacob.
Are you still good down there?
I'm right here. We're surviving. Hey, we got one of the assistant coaches, Jacob, and Coach Mark Bogason joining us now. Mark, what did it take for another section championship this year?
Well, a lot of defense down the stretch here. We kind of went away from our fundamentals a few games ago, and we got it back. And then got to be efficient offensively and get big buckets, and we did tonight.
Well, it really felt like when you guys had that 2-game losing streak in the regular season, you kind of took a little frustration out on Winnie Mac and then Cass Lake Beanan. Is that where the defense kind of turned up from there?
It did, and then we realized that, we can't walk the ball up the floor. And we went to a 12-second shot clock in practice and said, if you don't get down there, you're not going to get touch the ball. And that's kind of where it started, was at Winnie Mac. And we continue to try to do that and then kind of watch if we had the lead, whether to keep running or not.
What about the mindset when you lost to Stephen-Argyle by double-digit points? I mean, every game against the Storm was by double digits, but that last one being that conference championship, did it feel like a little revenge in the section title tonight?
I don't know if it was revenge, but I tell you what, we were focused. After we lost back-to-back to Fertile and Stephen-Argyle, that Monday practice was unbelievable, and that's with our senior leadership. And then from there on out, practices were unbelievable. So it starts with the seniors, and they are unbelievable leaders.
The other thing about this Red Lake County team, you guys got numbers for days, it seems like, and I'm sure those practices are competitive as heck.
Yeah. We've had, people watch practice and say they can't believe how the guys get after each other, and they will fight tooth and nail just so they don't have to do 5 push-ups.
They fight just so they don't have to do 5 push-ups?
Exactly. Loser has to do 5 push-ups, and one day Coach Fillion had to send them home because they were about ready to hurt each other. So, because I was working with the C team, all of a sudden he send the varsity guys home, and he said they're going to hurt each other.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, I'm assuming you're going to say defense, but what's it going to take for another deep state run?
Yeah, I mean, we got to be efficient offensively. We shoot a lot of shots, a lot of shooting drills in practice, and it shows sometimes in games. And be efficient offensively, and got to rebound with our size. We got to control the boards if we want to run.
Speaking of size, how about Thor Thompson with the big minutes tonight?
Yeah, he's a house, and he's kind of a clumsy good, if you know what I mean. Yeah, everybody thinks he might fall down, whatever, and then the ball goes in the hoop, but he's very strong. And he's not afraid to go in there and mix it up, and he just gives us good minutes. And we kind of knew that. He had such an outstanding JV season, and then we started working him in a little bit here and there at the end of the season, but he's been really good.
Well, sounds good, Mark. Thanks for the time. Good luck at state.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Mark Bogason, one of the assistants with us out here on the floor. We're going to turn Jacob to a couple more, and I'm going to try and track down Will Giesecke somewhere, but for now, Jacob, back up to you.
I'll say it's a mess down there. All sorts of people celebrating, but deservedly so. We'll see if Dawson can indeed track down Will Giesecke. He had one of those two players for Red Lake County that can put points up in bunches. Maybe not the best of offensive games today. Still had around 20 points, but made a bunch of tough shots. And again, this team well-deserving. 68-52 the final here. We're going to hope.
Hey, Jacob. Hey, no, you can stay on here. We got a Rebel fan joining us. Hey, what's your name?
Keegan Schmitz.
Oh, Keegan Schmitz. Hey, you're a heck of a baseball player, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer to get your teammates. You're cheering your team on loud, huh?
Oh, yeah, of course. Love them. Every single one of them.
You think the Rebels were going to lose tonight? What was your confidence?
My confidence was really high. You know, I had no doubt in my mind. I knew we were coming with the dub here.
You going to state to cheer them on?
Of course I am.
If there was school, were you going to skip school?
Oh, yeah, I'm not a big school guy.
Have fun at state. Keegan Schmitz, one of the fans, joining us. See if we can get Will.
It's a legendary interview right there.
Right? I enjoyed that one. That one was good. Hey, Will. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Jacob, we got Will Giesecke joining us now. And Will, when you guys lost to Fertile, and then you lost the next night to Stephen-Argyle, it seemed like you guys were taking some frustration out on Winnie Mac and then Cass Lake Bean at end the regular season. Especially you. I felt like you hanging your hat on the defensive end. What would you say about all your great defense?
Well, that's something I've done since freshman year, man. You know, after those two losses, we had to look in the mirror. Practice next day was very honest. Coach talked to us. We had to switch something up. We weren't being true to ourselves. Started trying to play faster, play more aggressive. You know, after a stretch like that, there's something wrong. And you know, after that, we didn't give up. We didn't cave. We looked in the mirror. We said we got to change, and we did just that. And the games against, you know, to end the regular season, that's something that we needed to show that what we were doing was going to work.
Well, being able to look in the mirror like that doesn't happen without that senior leadership. But when the buzzer rang here for your second consecutive section title, what went through your mind?
It's great, man. To be completely honest, start of the season, I said, senior year, there's no reason we go to state my junior year in both my sports and we can't get back there my senior year. That's failing myself, that's failing my team, that's failing our community. And you know, that's something that I'll take away from this, is that this is bigger than us. I mean, look at the court, man. The fans out here, I think they wanted not quite as much as us, but they want it too. And you know, all the fans, all the students, you know, the least we can do is give them a couple days off school in a couple weeks.
When you beat or you lost to Stephen-Argyle in the conference championship, did this feel like a little revenge against the Storm after that?
It felt more like it didn't feel like revenge, because that was something that we did to ourselves. You know, that's something that was self-inflicted. You don't win by 20, win by 30, and then lose by 30, and it be not your fault. I mean, again, we had to look in the mirror and say, what are we doing? We're not performing like we should. We're performing like a first-round exit. So we had to go out there, show ourselves, remind ourselves what we can be, what we can do, and what kind of team we are.
I tell you what, Will, there's not a lot of high school guys that talk like you do. You're very mature, very poised. What's it going to take for a deep state run?
It's going to take us being a team. It's going to take the fans, community, and it's going to take trust in our guys. And that's something that we have a lot of right now. And I hope to keep going, man.
Hey, enjoy the win tonight. Good luck at state.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Will Giesecke with us here on the postgame show. Jacob will let him go celebrate with the rest of his team. Looking for some other guys to talk to, Jacob. But again, Red Lake County Section 8A champion, 68-52, back to the state Class A tournament for the second consecutive year. They finished third at state a year ago. And I'm going to talk to next, Jacob, I think Atlee and Logan Vedelson here real fast, as they've played some pretty big minutes down the stretch. Hey fellas, you want to get on the radio real quick? All right. Hey, all right. Well, you're both getting on. All right, we're going to start with Atlee first. Hey, first of all, how do you feel? Section title, huh?
Great to be back.
What's the difference from last year to this year?
We just worked hard and practice every day and just got better.
You know, Atlee, you played some big minutes here in this playoff run. You know, you got Connor Duden, Will Gieske. Those guys can score at will. But how about your role? When you get on the floor, what are you looking to do?
Play defense really hard as I can go.
I notice I feel like you're a little more aggressive from downtown shooting the basketball, too. What do you think of that?
Good. That's what they've been telling me to do. If I'm open, shoot it. So I got the green light, I guess.
You got the green light?
Yep.
How about that? All right, what's it going to take for a deep run at state?
Just keep working hard in practice, get ready for everybody, and just work hard.
What's that week in between going to help you guys do?
Help us get ready and prepared and do what we need to do.
Sounds good, Atlee. Good luck at state.
Thank you.
Atlee Vedelson. Jacob, we've got Logan Vedelson now, and much of the same Logan as – now, are you guys brothers?
Cousins.
Oh, you're cousins. I didn't know that. All right, so you guys are cousins. But, hey, first of all, how do you feel? Another section title.
It feels great to be back.
What did it feel like to beat the Storm after you lost in the conference championship?
Well, we won 2 big games earlier in the season against them. You know, lost the one, but we knew we could do it coming out here tonight.
What was the biggest keys to victory in the locker room before this game? Was Coach Fillion giving the big rah-rah speech, or was it, fellas, this is what we got to do?
Well, he laid it out there pretty simple for us and pretty much on a sheet of paper of what we got to do to win tonight, and we went out there and performed.
What's it going to take to get a deep run at the state tournament?
Yeah, we got to keep working together as a team, out-hustling these teams, and get her down the floor quick.
Well, I hear you guys have some pretty intense practices. Is that you? You're the intense one leading that, or?
Well, I sure try to keep up with everybody if I can, I guess.
You'll get in the mix every now and again?
Oh, yeah, if I can.
Hey, Logan, congratulations. Good luck at state.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Logan Vedelson with us here on the post-game show. Jacob, I'll send it back up to you for the moment. I think we're going to track down Randy Huey shortly, one of the other assistant coaches, but 68-52, Rebels going back to state.
All right, while he tracks them down, we're going to take a quick little break here on 96.7 KKCQ, your live event, and Garden Valley TV.
You've finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
All right, welcome back here on your live event, KKCQ Garden Valley TV. Randy Huey, one of the assistant coaches for the Rebels, joining us now. And Randy, back-to-back section titles. I mean, what is the feeling going through you and the rest of the guys?
Yeah, just absolute jubilation. The kids, this has been the goal all season. Just pure excitement, and the kids busted their butt, put in the work in the off season through this season from last year, and this is what we wanted and this is what we got, and we really worked hard for it, and pretty awesome to be back-to-back section champions.
To get it done against Stephen-Argyle, you guys lost in the conference championship. You knew it was going to be a fight, but they were able to get it done.
Yeah, they're an amazing team. You know, they've got inside, outside, great players, very well coached. We respect the heck out of Stephen-Argyle. I mean, they're just top-notch. We played them last year in the semis, and we kind of figured they'd be one of the teams that we may face in these big games, and so it was. And we're just proud they're all, as you said, they got us in the conference game, but we got them in this one. And we're just proud also that our North Star Conference represented in this championship. So it says a lot for our conference as well, and just congratulations on their season to Stephen-Argyle.
Yeah, no doubt. The North Star Conference, very competitive, ultra competitive. And, you know, the section championship last year, that team, this team, is there much of a difference that you can tell?
Yeah, not really. I mean, it's just they play defense the way we want them to play. We move the ball, share the ball. We get good looks. You know, kids put a lot of time in. We've got some really good shooters, which obviously helps. You got kids who can fill the buckets. It makes a big difference. But yeah, and they've totally bought into our system, our philosophy, and you know, it's just a great thing, and we're really proud of the kids.
You know, after that 2-game losing streak, I was just talking to Will Giesecke, and he was saying phrases that high schoolers don't usually say. Look in the mirror, and you know, we had to get back to, you know, all of these things that a 16, 17, 18-year-old kid doesn't say, and this senior group is just so mature and so poised.
Yeah, exactly, and great. Thank you for pointing out Will and his leadership. You talked about last year. This year we had Owen as the leader last year. We needed somebody. We knew that was probably going to be Will. He was outstanding as a leader this year. You couldn't have asked for a better point guard, better leader, the best on-ball defender in the section, maybe even the state. And he just led us all, every practice, every game, in and out of huddles, pregame, postgame. The kids look to him. He's the quarterback. He's the leader, and we're just so proud of him. You don't win championships without a leader on the team, and all those other seniors as well. But you know, Will was right there, and then the seniors all worked hard together, and they're just an amazing group. We're so proud of those kids.
Tell me about that one practice where Coach Fillion kicked out the varsity players. Coach Bogason revealed that to me a little bit. He said, oh, they're going to beat each other up. Well, what was going on there? Why is that good for the team?
It's good because they're just getting after it. They were so physical. They were just so ready to get going and practice, and they want it. That's how bad they want it. They don't realize that, yeah, you want to work hard and practice all the time, but you don't have to just, you know, play blood and guts, which is kind of the name of one of our drills, but not literally blood and guts for a rebound drill, and it was starting to look like that. So, yeah, I mean, he just said, which is a good thing. You'd rather calm the dogs down than have to find a way to get the dogs fired up.
That's just awesome when Coach Bogason told me that. But, you know, you went to the state tournament last year, obviously, and so what are some adjustments that can be made to get through that semifinal game?
Yeah, and I think, you know, just the experience, even tonight, they cut it down to 6, and the kids were poised. You know, they didn't panic. They weren't nervous. We weren't rattled because we had been there. And so that makes a big difference. Senior leadership, like you talked about. And now, same thing. We go down to this tournament, go get the first one, the second one, hopefully the third one, and they're hungry for it. And they've been there. They've got a taste of it. And so now it's just a matter of go get the job done.
Sounds good, Randy. Thanks for the time. Congratulations and good luck at state.
Thanks for your coverage. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Congratulations, Randy. Yep. Assistant Coach Randy Huey with us on the postgame show, and he's signing autographs. How about that? Was that a big head? I don't know if it was or not, but that would have been sweet if it was. I want one. All right, we're going to head over to Ben Gullingsrud, and then Ethan Johnson. We got to find him at some point. I'm going to slide through, and all right, here we go. I got Ben Gullingsrud. All right, Jacob, we got Ben Gullingsrud down here, and hey, Ben, congratulations. How are you feeling? You've got a couple moments here to settle down a little bit, but once that final horn sounded, what went through your head?
Just pure excitement. I mean, honestly, when the horn hit, I wasn't like fully in the moment yet until I finally got to cut down the net, and then I was like, wow, we actually got back-to-back wins. But just super excited.
You know, you're a sophomore, but your leadership, the way you play, the way you move, you seem like you could be a senior.
Yeah, like I've told a lot of people, I've played with these guys since second grade, so I get to know them well, and we all know what each other can do well, so it's super fun.
Tell me about the senior leadership a little bit with Will being as intense as he is and Connor.
Yeah, I mean, at practice and stuff is probably the biggest thing. They push you every day to be better, and that's kind of the reason why we're here is they push you to be better each day.
How about on the defensive end of the floor? What's been the biggest key to being such a good man-to-man team? I think you guys are the best man-to-man defensively team, you know, in the section. You just won the thing, but what's the biggest difference?
We know coming into this game that we had to out-rebound them. So physicality in this game, we had to set that from the start. Hopefully we out-rebounded them. I know it was at least close, but that was kind of the key to this game for us.
Yeah, you guys weren't phased when there was a 6'11" guy.
Yeah, that's tough to deal with usually.
All right, so last year you guys you lose in the semifinals at state. You guys had a great run, finishing third. But what's it going to take to break through? You know, win the first game, break through that semifinal game.
Yeah, just got to take it one game at a time. We know we can beat anybody down there. We've played them in the summer, so just kind of got to take it one at a time and focus down there.
Congratulations, Ben. Good luck at state.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Ben Gullingsrud with us here on the post-game show. We're going to go over to Ethan Johnson now. Jacob, if looks like he's taking pictures with the parents. I'm in amongst all of the Red Lake County fans. If you can see me down here on your live event and on Garden Valley TV. 68-52, the final score. Red Lake County defeating the Stephen-Argyle Storm. I don't want to be in these pictures.
Got to duck out of them as much as you can.
Yeah, right. Get my good side.
Do you have one?
Well, both of them are pretty. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Ethan. All right, now we got, hey, congratulations, section championship, back-to-back champs. You've had a couple moments to settle down, get the trophy passed around a little bit. How you feeling?
Feeling great. It feels like the buzzer just hit because it feels great.
All right, so what was the biggest key to the victory over Stephen-Argyle? You knew it was going to be a dogfight. Played them 3 times, lost to them once. So what was the biggest difference?
I mean, we're just making shots. The last game we were making shots. We weren't taking good shots. I mean, we kind of just settled in. Come on. I mean, this rivalry, we've played them since 4th grade. I mean, from tournament to tournament, we've just played these dudes over and over again. So we know them, they know us. We just needed to make shots and play a little bit better defense.
You know, there's multiple times throughout the course of the game that you kind of hang out on the baseline, wait for Will to drive, then you just kind of slide over to the other side. So what are you thinking when those guys are driving and you're just trying to find your spot?
Will's going to be my college roommate, so him and I are pretty on pace with each other. And, I mean, I just play my role, and points will come, play defense, you know, just play my role.
I hate to look forward to it, but where are you going to college?
I'm going to UND right now.
Okay, right on. All right, so what's it going to take for another deep state run?
You know, we gotta stay playing good. I mean, we gotta play good in the second half like we've been, and I mean, we gotta start hot.
You guys are so unselfish, like we just talked about, but I feel like offensively, you're a little more aggressive this year.
Yeah, I mean, we just like passing the ball around. We like to get our teammates involved, play good basketball. I think that's about it. I mean, last year we had a really great team, and we just couldn't pull it through, but I think we have a good chance this year.
What's that week in between going to do for you guys?
I think it'll be good to look ahead at like who's who, scouting reports, I would say. Healing up just in case, like, you know, who knows what happens this game. And, I mean, we're ready to go.
Tell me a little bit about the practice when Coach Fillion kicked you guys out because you were getting a little too intense. Were you there for that one?
Yes, I was. That was pretty cool. He's like, come on, guys. No, we can't hurt each other. He's like, all right, we'll play for 2 more minutes, and then we'll go. And that's about it.
Well, you'd rather have that than to try and get the energy, right?
Yeah. We're pretty competitive with each other. I mean, every practice we're always like, next possession, come on, let's like roll the ball out, let's tie our shoes up, let's go. That's pretty fun.
That's awesome. You guys have great chemistry. Ethan, congratulations. Good luck at state.
Thank you.
Ethan Johnson with us here on the post-game show as the Rebels win it, 68-52. Jacob, I'll send it back up to you for now.
And again, like Dawson said, 68-52, the final. Red Lake County going back-to-back trips, Section 8A champions once again. We'll take another little timeout here on 96.7 KKCQ, Garden Valley TV, and yourliveevent.com. Roadside Grill in Stephen, Minnesota would like to wish the Stephen-Argyle team's best of luck. Your hard work and dedication this year is something the whole community can be proud of. If you're looking for a great meal, stop in at Roadside Grill from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Sundays. Roadside Grill is a staple in the Stephen community and a proud supporter of Stephen-Argyle athletics. Good luck and go Storm!
Hi, this is Wyatt Vedelson from Security State Bank in Oakley. Are you in the market for buying a new home or doing home improvements? Security State Bank of Oakley is here to make your home purchase a great experience. You will get the same professional service if you are purchasing, refinancing, or remodeling. Call us at 218-796-5157. Security State Bank of Oakley, your hometown bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Right at me, but I'm going to wave anyway. I'm Dawson Peterson down on the floor. This is Russell Sorensen joining me. Hey, Russ, say hi to the camera up there, would you? They call him Crazy Russ, and you were firing up the crowd at one point over there. Yeah, what well, you're going crazy in the crowd, Russell.
Yeah, I've did it for years.
How long you been doing it, I guess?
Close to 40 years.
4 years or 40?
40.
40, all right.
Started out at Plummer Cardinals, and then I moved to Roseau, and then...
Go Rebels! I'm sorry to interrupt you.
And I've painted up for Roseau Rams, too, so...
So who does the face paint?
I do.
Oh, you're in the mirror doing it yourself?
Yes.
Are you going to go to the state tournament?
I think I am now. We get a little break now, so...
Yeah, you got a little break to recuperate. But hey, Russell, you're a part of this, community, cheering community. Rebel fans, they show out.
Yes, they do. And last year I had a relative playing on the Rebel team, but
who was that?
Shervestead.
Oh, and he's around here somewhere, isn't he? Oh, he's right there. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Russell, we'll see you at state.
Okay, thank you.
Russell Sorensen, Crazy Russ, joining us here on the post-game show. And let's actually just go right here. Hey, Owen, you want to do your interview real fast? Hey, you're used to these. We're the graduating senior from last year, Jacob. Owen Shervestead joins us. Now you're watching as a fan, Owen. What was that like to watch it?
I'm just proud of these guys, to be honest. Grew up playing with them, just super proud. That's all I can say.
Any tense moments on the edge of your seat?
I mean, a little bit. You just know it's a game of runs for sure. And I mean, they were going to make their runs, but at the end of the day, I wasn't worried. I knew they'd been here before. You could see it, and it's great to see.
Did you go into the locker room and fire them up or anything?
No, no.
Coach Filling didn't ask you that?
No.
All right, so Coach Bogason was telling me that there was a practice this year for these guys where the varsity got kicked out because they were being too intense. Did that happen last year with this group?
No, not quite, but we've certainly had the practices where people get kicked out. I've walked out of practice maybe too many times than I'd like to count, but yeah, we for sure, that competitive fire has certainly got these boys where they are today, and you can definitely see it out there.
You going to go down the state tournament?
I think so. I think I'll be there and make it.
UMC, right?
Yep.
How's it going at UMC?
It's going great. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. Owen, good to see you. Have fun at state.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Owen Shervestead, a graduating senior from a year ago, joining us here on the post-game show. Hey, I'm going to walk over to Dylan Lundeen now here on the radio. If you want to be on the radio, Dylan? Sure. All right. Hey, I want to ask you about a JV game earlier this year. I think you hit like 11 threes. You're a sharpshooter. Where do you get that from?
Oh, just practice, I guess.
You're a sophomore, so your role is, I'm going to assume, get a little bit bigger next year. So what are you keeping your eye on during these last couple of seasons?
Oh, just trying to get as good as I can, try and go for the three-peat next year.
I like it. Hey, what's the biggest difference from last year to this year, the state team last year to this year's?
Without Owen, that Will really stepped up, and that was huge for us. I think that's the biggest thing.
Tell me about his leadership a little bit from your perspective.
Oh, I don't know. He's just a great player all around.
Seems like a good teammate, too.
Yes, for sure.
All right, what's your guys' biggest keys to a deep state run?
Defense. I think if our defense is good, we'll have a good chance.
What makes a good defender?
Effort. Effort's the biggest thing.
All right, sounds good, Dylan. Congratulations. Good luck at state.
Thank you.
All right, Dylan Lundeen with us on the post-game show. The floor, Jacob, starting to clear out. Let's see. Are we missing anybody? I'm not sure. We could be missing somebody. Maybe not. I'm not really sure.
Looks like most of them have found their way to the locker room. They got to get the shower after such a intense game.
Yeah, 68-52, another Rebel section championship, and I think we might. Who am I missing here? I was looking for Gunnar Halverson. I think I saw him over there. I'm gonna go get Gunnar real fast, Jacob.
All right, you track him down.
We're having fun.
Dawson's getting all of his steps in here today.
Lord knows I need it. All right, Jacob, you got us?
I got you.
All right, Gunnar Halverson with us here on the post-game show. And Gunnar, how you feeling after another section championship?
Really excited.
All right, what was the biggest key to beating Stephen-Argyle after you guys lost in the conference championship?
Just showing up again.
Were you hurt the last couple of games? Can I ask you that?
No, I was out.
Okay, you're out the last few games. All right, so from your perspective on the bench, cheering your teammates on, what were you seeing out there that the guys were doing so well?
Strong defense and taking good shots.
What's it going to take for a deep state run?
Just make sure we're playing together, and defense is really, we're really good on ball all the time, but making sure we got help side and then taking good shots.
All right, sounds good, Gunnar. Good luck at state.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Gunnar Halverson with us on the post-game show, Jacob, and I think I'm going to make my way back up as, there's a lot of gaps here on the floor, so I'm gonna turn the microphone down and turn it off and walk up, and we'll wrap her up here shortly.
All right, Dawson doing all of the steps down there, getting the work in, getting the workout in as well. We'll step aside here on your live event, 96.7 KKCQ and Garden Valley TV.
State Bank of Lake Park has been serving customers for over a century. State Bank of Lake Park offers checking, savings, and money market accounts, as well as certificate of deposit and IRAs. Home loans, consumer loans, commercial, and ag loans are just some of the services you can find. Their sound financial advice and outstanding service is something customers have come to depend on. Visit them online at www.statebankoflakepark.com or at their locations in Lake Park and Hitterdal.
At Team Industries, we are grateful for the dedication and hard work that drives us forward every day. To our team members, your passion fuels our success. And to our valued customers, your trust and loyalty inspire us to keep innovating. Together, we build more than just products. We've built lasting relationships. Thank you for believing in our mission and helping us shape the future. Every challenge overcome, every milestone reached is a testament to what we achieve together. You make Team Industries the team we are today.
Terog Manufacturing in Stephen, Minnesota produces quality products under our brand name, Black Ace. Your drives deserve the best components in the industry, and Terog Manufacturing makes that happen. We are composed of knowledgeable staff, friendly personnel, and expert craftsmen. Our business is dedicated to providing you with the highest level of customer satisfaction and service. Terog Manufacturing would like to wish the Stephen-Argyle team's best of luck. Go Storm!
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program, growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
Hi, I'm Tyler McGlynn, and I'm the owner and Assisted Living Director at Bethany Assisted Living in Fosston. We provide services for mentally ill and elderly in a safe and comfortable family setting.
I recommend it for people who want to come in here. The place is nice, the place is good, the staff's real friendly, and gets along with people. It makes you feel like family. And we are family.
If you're ready for a great meal, head over to West Main Pizza in Ada and Dilworth. They have a variety of pizzas like Supreme, Barbecue Chicken, The Reuben, Grandma G Sloppy Joe, Hawaiian, Vegetarian, and more. West Main Pizza also serves nachos and tacos, great pasta dishes, panini sandwiches, subs, and salads. West Main Pizza at 320 East Main Street in Ada and 111 15th Street Northeast in Dilworth. Check them out online at westmainpizza.net.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
At Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, we're more than just your energy provider. We're your friends, your neighbors, and partners in progress. With a deep concern for our community and a commitment to teamwork, we're dedicated to empowering every member we serve. From lighting up your homes to supporting local initiatives, Wild Rice Electric is here to energize our community. Because when we work together, we all thrive. Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, empowering you, empowering our community.
At LifeCare Medical Center, it's our honor and privilege to serve the healthcare needs of our communities here in northern Minnesota. We take great pride in our compassionate staff, dedicated physicians, and wide range of services we provide. Our primary mission is to provide quality care for a healthy life. From birth to elderly, we serve you at every age, caring for generations, caring for our communities, caring close to home. LifeCare Medical Center.
Hey, welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Dawson Peterson, back upstairs with the headset on for the post-game show. And welcome back on KKCQ 96.7 FM, as this is the post-game show from Solely Realty of Fosston. Red Lake County headed back to the state Class A boys basketball tournament after the 68-52 win over the Stephen-Argyle Storm tonight. Let's summarize this one. Game summary from TDS Fertilizer and TDS Trucking of Fertile. Red Lake County in the game, I believe they went wire to wire. Looking at the scoring tally, they were up by 11 at half, 39-28. And yeah, it was a wire to wire victory for Red Lake County. The Storm did cut it to 6 points early in the second half, about the 15-minute mark at 41-35. But Red Lake County, they'd go on short scoring bursts. They went back up in front 50-39. That was an 11-4 run with 9 minutes to play, and then went up 59-42, and they really didn't look back from there as they were able to pull away by even more in double figures and win this one 68-52 as the Red Lake County Rebels are headed back to state. That was your game summary, brought to you by TDS Fertilizer and TDS Trucking of Fertile. Whether you need top quality fertilizer or custom chemical applications for your crops or reliable trucking services, TDS has you covered. Proudly supporting our local teams and helping you grow. TDS Fertilizer and TDS Trucking of Fertile. Also brought to you by the Benedictine Living Community of Ada, our other game summary sponsor. The game summary from TDS Fertilizer and TDS Trucking of Fertile and the Benedictine Living Community of Ada. Post-game connection tonight brought to you by Halstead Telephone Company. Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone. It's how to connect. HalsteadTel.com. Boy, I'm just going to, it might be a cop-out, but I'm just going to give the connection to Red Lake County because they're just so, they're so in tune with each other. The chemistry for the Rebels, it's impressive, man. And they're just, they kind of know each other's next moves, and they finish each other's sentences, as some would say. So the post-game connection just belongs to Red Lake County. It's from Halstead Telephone Company, halsteadtel.com, proudly providing internet, phone, and cable TV service to the rural areas and to the local communities through the area of the Red River Valley. Halstead Telephone Company with your post-game connection. Sub of the game tonight brought to you by Main Street Station and Deli of Fertile. They're currently looking for full and or part-time help at Main Street Station and Deli. Call 218-945-6488 for an application. Also brought to you by Subway of Ada and your super sub of the game tonight. I'm going to give that to... That's got to go to Thor Thompson. He played some big minutes off the bench for the Red Lake County Rebels. Hauled in 4 rebounds. We talked to him on the postgame show. He didn't even expect to play. And he was, he was being physical with Stephen-Argyle underneath. Thor Thompson is going to be the sub of the game. Brought to you by Main Street Station in Delia Fertile and Subway of Ada. Trying to work in a hammer joke for Thor, but couldn't think of one. I'm all out of quips right now. All right, so moving on here on the post-game show with Red Lake County winning 68-52. Your stars of the game from the Foston Chiropractic Clinic and American Federal Bank of Ada. I'm going to give 1 star to Anders Thompson of Stephen-Argyle. He had 14 points and 3 rebounds on the game. And then your other stars of the game, looking at, let's see, I'll give one to Ben Gullingsrud, who had 13 points and 4 rebounds. Ben Gullingsrud for Red Lake County is a star, and Anders Thompson of Stephen-Argyle is your other star. Stars of the game brought to you by the Foston Chiropractic Clinic, located on Highway 2 in Foston, right at the stoplight on the corner on the north side of Highway 2, and also brought to you by American Federal Bank of Ada. Your Toughness Award tonight from Jacobson Body Shop of Solway, the Toughness Award winner. I am going to give that, looking at the numbers in this game, I'm going to give the Toughness Award to Jake Carlson for the Stephen-Argyle Storm. 9 points, 3 rebounds. Started to find a little rhythm on the inside, 6'11". A couple of nice moves later on in this game. Jake Carlson's going to get the Toughness Award for the Stephen-Argyle Storm. Jacobson Body Shop, our sponsor of the Toughness Award winner, where tough damage meets tougher repairs since 1946. They've been fixing dents, glass, and collisions with the kind of rugged precision that lasts a lifetime. Jacobson Body Shop in Solway, because toughness isn't just on the field or on the court, it's in the shop. The Precision Player of the Game from Agassiz Precision Egg of Hillsboro. Jacob Tenson going back and forth, hitting the features here on yourliveevent.com. Boom! How about that? The Agassiz Precision Egg, Precision Player of the Game. How do you not give a Precision Player of the Game to Connor Duden? He had a couple of triples from, right? How do you not give it to Connor Duden? Right? Yeah, okay. He had a couple of three-pointers from 30-plus feet. And the other thing, too, is that's not uncommon for him. The all-time leading scorer in Red Lake County basketball history at 21 points and 6 rebounds. Connor Duden is the Precision Player of the Game from Agassiz Precision Egg of Hillsboro. And finally, moving to the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game tonight. I'm actually going to go to, I'm going to hand out 2 Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. Ethan Johnson and Will Giesecke are going to earn those nods. Will Giesecke had 17 points and 9 rebounds. Ethan Johnson had 15 points and 2 rebounds tonight. Those are your Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. Ethan Johnson and Will Giesecke for the Red Lake County Rebels. Rebels win it 68-52, and the Rebels are headed back to the State Boys Basketball Tournament. That's not going to be next week. There's a week in between. It'll be the following week here at the very end of March. We're going to take one more timeout, come back with your final stats, the out-of-town scoreboard, and send you on your way. It's Friday night, and the Rebels, they're off and running to the state tournament. They beat Stephen-Argyle 68-52 on KKCQ, your live event, and Garden Valley TV.
Are Peterson Farm seed reps real-life seed heroes? Well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed. We're that kind of seed company.
If you're thinking about updating your bathroom or kitchen, don't wait until the last minute. Planning is key. At Ada Building Center LLC on Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, you can check out the brand new displays with the latest in cabinets, countertops, and floor coverings. The Ada Building Center LLC team will guide you through designs and help you secure trusted contractors for the job. Stop today and start planning your remodel. 218-784-3661 or visit adabuildingcenter.com. Ada Building Center, your project starts here.
Kyle Larson here for Franson Bank and Trust. We are a Farmer Mac approved lender that can offer operating lines of credit, land, equipment, and facility financing. Our lending experts understand the farm economy and climate in and around the Ada area. With a fast underwriting process and local decision making, you can save time on all farming and ag-related inquiries. Contact our Ada office today to learn more. Franson Bank and Trust, real people, real results. Member FDIC.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve, so we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we're just about ready to wrap up here on your live event, Garden Valley TV and on KKCQ Radio. Solely Realty post-game show this evening, leading the way for real estate in Northwest Minnesota since 1968. Red Lake County beat Stephen-Argyle 68-52 for the Section 8A Boys Basketball Championship. Rebels back to state for the second year in a row. Let's look at those scoring totals for Red Lake County tonight. Ethan Johnson had 15 points and 2 rebounds. Will Giesecke, 17 and 9. Ben Gullingsrud had 13 points and 4 boards. Nate Powers had a pair of points. Connor Duden poured in 21 and had 6 rebounds. For Stephen-Argyle, Anders Thompson, 14 and 3. Graydon Winorovich, 9 points and 4 rebounds, all 9 points in the second half. Shea Sederholm, a made basket. Dylan Widner had 9 points and 8 rebounds, 3 3-pointers for Dylan. Caden Paniak had 7 points and 9 boards. Jake Carlson, 9 points and 3 rebounds. And Owen Widner, 2 points, 2 rebounds in this one. From the Bagley Co-op Association free throw line, Red Lake County was 7 of 10 for 70%. Stephen-Argyle shot 4 of 11 for 36%. And looking at those turnover numbers, it was 14 for Stephen-Argyle compared to just 8 for Red Lake County, single digits in the turnovers. And Stephen-Argyle did out-rebound Red Lake County 29-26, much to Ben Gullingsrud's dismay, as he talked about their key being rebounding tonight. But the Rebels got the Storm on the scoreboard 68-52. Those are your final stats, brought to you by Smile Designs by Sandwick in Fosston, where your smile is our specialty, offering orthodontics and aesthetics to help you look and feel your best. Call, text, or visit their website to schedule an appointment. 68-52, the final score here. Red Lake County, the champions in Section 8A boys basketball. In the Section 7A championship, as we look at your out-of-town scoreboard from T&B Auto Sales of Bagley, it was Cherry over Mountain Iron Buell, 75-65. Liberty Classical over Heritage Christian in the Section 4A championship, 73-58. Henning beat Park Christian. That's the 6A championship game, 72-61. Currently, with less than a minute in the second half, Uppsala leading Nevis, 57-53. That's the 5A championship. Remember, Nevis was the team that Red Lake County beat in the third place game at state last year. That's your out-of-town scoreboard from T&B Auto Sales of Bagley, your local used car and truck dealer, here to make the car buying process simple, straightforward, and hassle-free. Thanks to the sponsors you heard throughout the broadcast tonight, KKCQ, your live event, Garden Valley TV. It's not possible without the help of those sponsors, so I say thank you. You should say thank you, too. Patronize those sponsors whenever you get the chance. Also, thank you to you, the listener and the viewer, for tuning in tonight on 96.7 on your live event and Garden Valley TV. Thanks for taking us along with you, making us a part of your Friday night, and we sincerely hope you enjoyed tonight's game broadcast and our post-game interviews down on the floor. Also, thanks to the guys behind the scenes that make it all possible. Jacob Tenson on yourliveevent.com, running the show behind the camera, engineering on YLE as well, and also took the reins on the post-game show when I headed down to the floor. And also thanks to the guys back at the studio on Garden Valley TV. Kent is up here doing a little work and getting the soundboard wrapped up. Patty, Carter, who's the other guy? Gavin, and thanks to Gavin for helping out. Sorry, Gavin, I don't know if I've seen you here yet, but I know you're hard at work. Thanks to those guys, thanks to those fellas for working behind the scenes to get the games on the air. For the final time tonight, the final score on the Lynn Forest Insurance Agency and the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. It's Red Lake County over Stephen-Argyle as the Rebels are headed back to state for the second year in a row. Final score, 68-52. I'm Dawson Peterson reporting from the Ralph Engelstead Arena in Thief River Falls for the final time this winter season. Signing off and saying so long right here on 96.7 FM KKCQ, yourliveevent.com, and Garden Valley TV.